Now you're listening to wrestling news that matters from people you want to hear it from, deep from within the confines of the internet. Covering WWE like no one else and covering TNA because no one else will. You are listening to the best in the world, Ring Rust Radio!
Brad Maddox.
I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning. Let's go.
Radio, the best goddamn wrestling radio show on Spreaker, on the internet, in the whole goddamn universe, folks. Woo! Your host, the most Donald Wood, looking fine and feeling fine, oh baby. Mike Yard, Brandon Galvin here with me today.
Fortunately.
Putting a damper on my excitement for SummerSlam, having to talk to this guy.
Well,
yeah, I wish you weren't here.
Yeah, it is SummerSlam week. We're doing a full preview. Hulk Hogan has died, so we got to talk about that, which is super sad. Ozzy also died. Rough week for white guys. You know what I mean?
Theo from the Cosby Show died.
Who? The rapist's kid?
No, not really his kid.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on a minute. Are you telling me TV families aren't real families?
Believe it or not.
Oh shit,
Crazy.
dude! Rob Reiner wasn't Archie Bunker's actual son. That's for my 81-year-old fucking listeners. Give me a hoot, hoot, hoot from the home. We're here to talk wrestling. I'm excited. BJ, you seem so excited to be with me.
Did you say give me a hoot, hoot, hoot from the home?
Yeah. The old people home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll light a blunt to that, right?
This podcast is great.
Well, you're supposed to talk. You're the one dragging ass.
I love this podcast so much. Yeah, you said it, we're going to preview SummerSlam. That's the big news. We're going to talk Hulk Hogan. I can't wait to hear what Donnie has to say about that. We do have Dirt Sheet Busters, and Mike Carr brings us the stupidest lies and rumors going around pro wrestling. Tells you why they're fucking dumb like Donnie. We have the final standings for fantasy before SummerSlam.
It's gonna be interesting.
But that's how you ended that?
Donnie.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how you did that whole thing where I was leading and I lost at WrestleMania and you said I cried or whatever?
Yeah.
I didn't do any of that. That's what actually happened, yeah.
There are concerns
that
happen. BG could be heading down that path for SummerSlam.
Hold on, real quick.
I already know it's going to happen.
Real quick, what we need is we need a Get Vocal type live watch situation to where I can capture and, like, loop on YouTube Shorts, like, loser losing in fucking last second, like him just being, like, mopey as shit. Cinnamon turns to the camera and is like, Dad did it again, huh? I'm fucking, you know?
No, I haven't been in this position for a very, very long time.
Yeah, but every time you do, you choke it away.
Fantasy. No, it's not true.
In any
I won the early stages, haven't even become close since.
It could potentially come down to the last match, too. Although, the way I'm doing math on it, I don't think that's going to be the case, but it could be.
I want to make a Vine out of it.
Great. Can we make something that exists in the present day?
Let's tout it out.
Well, when you can go back in time,
do you remember tout? Remember I did tout?
I sure did. Yeah. Daniel Bryan loved it.
Me and Daniel Bryan are the only touters. Mm-hmm. I did it despite my touters.
You should do cameos, like Jim Cornette.
Shit, it's just me jerking off for nobody.
Who did it for us? Was it Cornette? Vince Russo?
No, Vince Russo.
Sonny.
Oh, Sonny definitely.
I know
Sonny
did one. That was after she filmed something.
Her nip was out.
Yeah. Yep. She gave that to us for free.
I didn't hate it. Didn't hate it.
Never seen one I hated, I'll be honest.
We have fan emails.
I also didn't get run down in cold blood, so.
Good for you.
I'm not maybe the best judge to say if it was good or not.
I think the judge was the best judge. What am I, right? Who am I? We have something else today. You're not going to mention it here? Did Mike do an interview with somebody? You want to talk about that?
That's on Mike, man. That's his
Oh,
guy.
sure. I'll tell you what.
Mike
I was
Chiara,
told that it was going to air last week, so forgive my ignorance.
We weren't even here, and I built the episode 5 weeks
We're here
prior.
every week. We're here every week.
We sure are.
Say that.
I did a fantastic
Listen,
15-minute
Candyman,
interview.
Mr. Softy. Can you hear it?
Oh, that's
Hold
what your wife told you?
Listen, now with Blue Chews. Listen.
That's a free one for you, Blue Chew.
I
Hell yeah.
unbelievable. I interviewed one of the greatest minds, one of the greatest figures in the history of professional wrestling, the legendary WWE Hall of Famer, Paul Heyman.
Did he mention me from our last interview, how we worked together?
Yeah, before we went on, he called you a fucking dork.
Yeah, I know.
And I agreed.
We got that little
Is that
inside
real?
joke.
No.
Oh.
You said something when we interviewed him, though, that really pissed him off, I remember.
Oh, yeah, I've never gone back and listened to the interviews. I've never.
You didn't call him the most worthless person.
No, that's Jim Cornette.
Like you did Jim Cornette. But
That was Jim Cornette. That was a Freudian slip.
But yes, enjoy the interview. I had a great time talking to him. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like you're talking to just something special.
Talking to
You're
God.
Paul Heyman.
It's like you
I was
finally.
gonna say
It's like
God.
Jesus
I was
is
waiting for you to say
happening.
it.
I didn't want to go that far, but yeah.
You feel it.
He's a wrestling god.
EC Dub.
You feel like you could talk to him for like 24 hours straight. He would
He just
still
makes you
have
feel
something
good,
to say.
man. He just makes
I
you
know.
feel
Well, no,
good. Unless
I
you're
think
a
what
fucking
makes-
idiot, he makes you feel like shit.
Well, yeah, that is 100% true. Like the guy who yelled about Chris Benoit in the Hall of Fame, and he was like,
That was
I'm
awesome.
going to use this platform to just run this dude down forever.
But anyways, we talk about
Imagine you saw
WWE
your
2K25 because it's coming to Nintendo Switch 2, and we also talk a lot about
Came out.
current WWE product and what he's doing.
Cool. That's
Where we
awesome.
at?
I can't wait to hear it on the show later and then on YouTube later.
That's
Same.
awesome.
Go ahead.
All right. Do you like interviews with legends like Paul Heyman? Do you like wrestling? Well, then you should listen to the show.
You sound
and
like
help us.
Sonata, dude. You just went to full-on Sonata. Do
You
you
like
want title match?
Hell yeah. Good for you, man.
Help us. We're depressed. We need you to listen.
Yo, he's in House of Torture now in New Japan, Sonata,
What's that?
and he is looking good, dude.
House of Torture.
Mhm.
Creative name.
Nice.
He's hot.
Some
Hot.
consider
We
Ring
call him
Radio
Hot
House of
Sonata.
Torture.
That's how me and Jimmy call him. We call him Hot Sonata.
Hot Sonata?
Hot Sonata.
Some consider Ring Rust Radio House of Torture if you're into that kind of thing. Find us anywhere you get your
Yeah.
podcasts.
Oh my god.
Interact
That's
with
what
us
it was
on-
being at WrestleMania 40, Mike.
Absolutely.
Shit
It was a
sucked.
very cold basement. Torturous.
Coldest
Interact with us on
basement of all
Twitter.
time.
Yeah,
At
seriously.
Ring Rust Radio. Email us, ringrustradio@gmail.com. Buy our merchandise, prowrestlingtees.com/ringrustradio. So many great t-shirt designs, including Cut Your Dick! We hope
Bet you
to do
missed my
that.
bet you missed my fucking basement right now.
No, because my
No, I definitely
basement
don't.
is cool without being offensively cold.
Right now it's like my basement is like
It
64
was
degrees.
dangerously cold.
Dangerously clothed.
Yeah.
Just one little fucking band-aid on the head
to
of my
wear,
dick.
more layers than Joey Tribbiani to be warm.
I don't understand the reference.
Support us at patreon.com/ringrustradio. You're going to hear ad-free episodes, sign for fantasy drafts and brackets, make us watch wrestling-related movies and pay-per-views, and so much more. Also, check out Ring Rust Radio on YouTube for updated clips in Triple R Gaming. Donnie, BG, and fans of the show have been playing different games like Doom, Schedule 1, Dead by Daylight, Headliners, and Midnight Murder Club each week, posting early access on patreon.com/ringrustradio well before it hits YouTube. If you're interested in joining a session, email ringrustradio@gmail.com.
Yeah, and now we're going to start releasing exclusive videos that cannot go on YouTube because there's too much penis and titties in them.
Wow.
That's
If
true.
I-
Point.
That is 100% true. If you want to
can't
see
get
us
your
play,
porn,
it's not
the
porn, it's a
freeway,
video
come
game.
Pay us.
I would pay for penis and titties.
Well,
so
here's the thing, Mike.
if I were you.
Mike, it's a video game. It's a horror video game, and we had to take this dude who is a pervert in some form or fashion, like a molester or something. We're not sure. And then we had to turn him into a doll. So he's hanging there with his wiener out. Then you had to melt wax on his skin. It melted into his skin and shit. And then they burned him alive.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
What kind of shit are you playing?
I'm telling you, I didn't know what
Outlast
this
Trials.
game was, but it's called the Outlast Trials, and it is fucked up, dude.
Yeah, it's
It
very
is the
fucked up.
most fucked up horror game I've ever played, and honestly, it's not even really close. There's a ton of dicks in there. Tons of dicks. And boobs.
That's
so
why
you'll
I'm
you
see
just
got
the
it.
those.
That's
biggest
why you
dick
wanted
of
to
all.
play.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. All right, well,
You came for the horror and you came for the dongs.
You just
in a different way.
One thing I can promise is you're gonna come. Let's move on.
We're gonna put this all in order. From LW to Dark, we're about to have a discussion about the one true sport. Who's selling the finish? Does this make sense in the art? Tell me who botched, who rocked, who's cashing in on the marks. These takes are uncut, man, they're pure and they're raw. Blow up like dynamite, have you smacked down on the floor. On a collision course with the number one source. Now let's head back to the ring for the latest report. Ring rust.
Alright guys, time to talk WWE. SummerSlam or something's happening. That's not that important. I'm going to go down here to Forbidden Door. That's what I'm talking about.
Are you serious
World
right
Tag Team Championship Tournament.
don't do
What? MJF in Happy Gilmore? You're forced to love him.
Are you serious?
Hey, please don't.
First
do
off, Happy Gilmore 2 was great, but what are you doing right now?
Happy Gilmore was pretty good. I didn't see it though. I heard.
What?
I heard it was good.
We'll
Was
address
I-
that. We'll address that at the proper time and place of this show, because it's not what we're doing right now.
Well, we got to talk first, because I was going through what we had to talk about today in a nice, subtle, fun way. You know what I mean?
Bad job, then.
And I'm
That
circling
was
back
your
here to
plan.
the beginning again. I give an overview
You
and then
failed.
I come back. But first,
That was the overview?
first, guys, it's time to get sad. Hulk, or maybe not if you're Reggie
Yeah,
Gill.
depends who you are.
Maybe you're celebrating it like a piece of shit. Hulk Hogan died at 71. And that was very sad. But that's what steroids do to you. Also, you didn't write it here, but Ozzy, also a lot of influence in the wrestling business.
WWE Hall of Famer.
WWE Hall of Famer, also passed away. So, like I said, very hard week for my childhood. Most of my childhood had Hulk Hogan and Ozzy Osbourne in it. Both had a lot of black T-shirts in my closet. And I will say that from the bottom of my heart, it was, and like, listen, I didn't really watch the Cosby Show. I did sometimes. So that dude dying was very sad, and honestly, the way he died was very sad, very heroic. Ozzy and fucking Hulk Hogan are just kind of like childhood memories for me. So from the Ozzy perspective, I will save that for my music podcast, Too Heavy for Heaven. But I will talk about Hulk Hogan for a minute, and Mike.
That's why you're going to hell, because you can't make it to heaven.
Too heavy for heaven, yeah, hell yeah. Too heavy. I made that up on the fly. That's a good fucking name, dude.
That's so much better than Clowns Can Get Away with Murder.
Too Heavy for Heaven is a really good name, man. It's my Christian heavy metal band. Too Heavy for Heaven.
You probably heard that somewhere before.
I swear to God,
That's really
Google
good.
that right now. Too Heavy for Heaven. See if that is a thing. Because I swear to God, that's on the fucking fly, baby. This daddy don't fucking stop. He keeps working. Hulk Hogan, guys. Did Hulk Hogan?
This is so dumb.
Did Hulk Hogan say that he wished his daughter didn't marry a black dude and then use the N-word twice in that sex tape that got leaked by Gawker? Yes. He did say those
It wasn't
things.
in the sex tape. It was a different video.
That was a different one.
Okay.
Don't mix them
Let's
together.
go one by one with his
Yeah.
discretions.
Don't mix them together.
First off, everyone's racist behind closed doors. I hate to be the
That's-
one to say it,
do not-
dude.
do
Everyone's
not say
kind of
that.
racist behind closed
not
doors.
say that.
That's true, dude. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You're
No.
telling me Italian guy doesn't cut you off in traffic? You're not saying Dago? Come on,
No,
man.
I
Come
never
on.
use that
dude.
word, and you shouldn't
Come
use it either.
on,
I'm
dude.
going to distance myself from this.
All right.
Yep.
Well, it's true. Everybody knows that everybody's just lying to themselves. Stop being hypocrites.
You're a
So,
fucking idiot.
Hulk Hogan had a complicated history. Yes.
I hate when people say that.
Well, it's true. I mean,
It wasn't
It's cut and
complicated.
dry, I would
It's
say.
very
It's cut and dry.
How is it-
As a person, he was
What
bad.
happened?
As a wrestler, he was one of the greatest ever.
But a
It's
lot of
cut and
people
dry.
don't. A lot of
not
people don't subscribe to that.
complicated, though.
He took care of it. He was a great role model for children for years and years and years. Every child who ever asked him for a picture always
Sure,
took those
that doesn't
autographs.
mean it's
He was a nice
complicated.
person to most
I've seen when
people.
people say complicated.
It is. It is he was notoriously good to the people who wanted pictures and wanted to be around him.
Right.
He was
There's
notoriously
nothing
bad to
complicated
the other
about it.
workers. He didn't like unions. He said the N-word. All that stuff. Yeah, I get
That's
all
not
that stuff.
complicated.
It is complicated.
That's not complicated.
It
That's
makes
just
you-
What
yeah.
happened?
Okay, but that
I'm
makes
just
you a
imagining
complicated
Gotti-
person.
I'm
Mr.
imagining
Hold on, real
Gotti
quick.
looking
Mr.
at his
Rogers.
legacy, and he's like Zach Galifianakis at
Right.
the blackjack
It's like-
table
it's not
in,
confusing.
in the Hangover.
Mr. Well, no,
with all
because
the
I'm
numbers
no,
above his
no.
head.
It is
It's so
confusing because of this.
complicated.
No,
It's not confusing.
look. In this moment, it is confusing because I'm sad Hulk Hogan died because he's a person and a father and all that stuff, and he had meant a lot to
And
my
you're allowed to feel
childhood
that
and
way.
the wrestling business I
That's not
love so much.
complicated.
And on the other hand, he's a fucking asshole. So it's like I'm sad, but like not as sad as maybe I should be. So it's complicated.
No, you're just
If his death,
emotions.
if his death was a Facebook status, this situation would be complicated. Bottom line, dude. It'd be bottom line, man.
Is there a desire for me to get this on track a little bit?
No, I fucking think if it's Hulk Hogan, we're right where we should be. You know why? Because it's complicated. And I listen. He's a huge part of our childhood. Mike, you love the 80s wrestling. And I love rock and roll. The rock and wrestling connection really was a thing. It changed the course of what me and you sit here 14 years later. And the reason we're here is mostly because of the fucking business that was built on Hulk Hogan's back.
Yeah. I don't disagree with it. And I'll just really quickly address the elephant in the room. I don't agree whatsoever with the things that Hulk Hogan said. I don't agree whatsoever with his beliefs on many different fronts. Him and I could not have been more opposite as people. To borrow from Hulk Hogan's trial, Terry Bollea, I don't vibe with him. Never did.
He just wanted to make this country awesome for a second time.
Terry Bollea and his 4-inch dong, I'm not with that. Hulk Hogan and his 10-inch dong, the wrestler, the man that I watched on TV for many years, I can say that he was one of my all-time favorite wrestlers, and he really still is, because I'm trying to separate the two things.
Yeah, like Chris Benoit.
I can't do that with, say, Chris Benoit. It's very difficult for me to do that because he murdered his family.
Because you didn't love him as much.
I can understand why it might be difficult for some people to do it with Hulk Hogan. And I don't begrudge anybody for feeling that way. But we are a wrestling podcast. I want to discuss his wrestling legacy and why he, as a wrestler, was important to me.
And also a piece of shit as a wrestler, too, because of burying people and not unionizing.
Sure. But again, as a kid, I'm watching that. I don't know anything about that. And I don't care anything about that. And, I started watching wrestling at 5 years old. Hogan's run in WWF is over by that time. He's in WCW, still doing the red and yellow. He's battling, like, the fucking shark in Dungeon of Doom at that time.
Oh, yeah.
The Zodiac.
I thought that was cool as a kid.
Sure, but
I did.
At first I wasn't watching as much WCW, but I was watching a little bit. I was
Little
watching
Mark.
WWF.
You're such a fucking Mark, dude, even then.
Shawn Michaels was my guy, but as I'm getting into wrestling, my dad is renting me VHS tapes every week and eventually buying me the VHS tapes, and I'm watching the 90 through 93, 94, and even a little before into the late 80s, and I'm watching the Royal Rumbles and the WrestleManias and everything, and, you're a kid, you're impressionable, you're seeing this guy dominating all the time, you're seeing this guy with an awesome fucking theme song, he's ripped, he's larger than life cutting these promos. How could you not be magnetized toward Hulk Hogan? And I was. Did you say cum?
No, inside in
he
love.
said in love.
Because you just the way you were talking, you're like the way he's ripped. And I thought the next words I heard were like, "How could you not be in love?"
Well, let's be honest. Honestly, I was in love.
That's
with
part
Hulk
of the
Hogan
listen.
wrestling.
That's part. Listen.
It's
Everybody's yelling about Sidney Sweeney and jeans right now. If I don't know if this is timely or not, but the truth is, sex sells. And Hulk Hogan was this huge, handsome, fucking ripped up beach dude. Fucking women loved him. He was fucking a big, handsome dude. It was the Ric Flair thing, Mike. Men wanted to be him, women wanted to be with him.
Sure. But going back and watching stuff from his heyday as a kid, I'm like, I freaking love Hulk Hogan. I love Shawn Michaels. I love Hulk Hogan. And then things really got taken to the next level when he turns in WCW. He's the third man, forms the NWO, and that along with DX, that is, that's the Attitude Era. That's
our
Monday
childhood.
Night War. That's the shit that made wrestling cool. And that's the shit that made you want to tune in every week. Like, for me, of course, like, when you start as a little kid, you're rooting for the baby face, you're rooting for the good guys, But NWO and Hulk Hogan turning, that's what made me start to like the bad guys, start to like the heels. Like, fuck Sting. I didn't want him to beat the NWO.
That's not true.
Fuck
Goldberg. I liked them both.
Fuck
I
DDP.
wanted it all.
Fuck Lex Luger. I didn't want these guys to beat the NWO.
Well, I'm with you on that one.
To win. I want him to hold the title. I want him to dominate because when that first started, that was like the coolest shit you ever saw. One of the biggest moments in pro wrestling history. He took a chance. WCW took a chance. And they won big. And they won for 83 consecutive weeks, beating WWF. No other company has ever been able to say they did that. No other company will ever be able to say they did that. And Hulk Hogan's a big reason why. And Hulk Hogan's also a big reason why WWF was the top company at the, going into that, because the Rock and Wrestling Connection, WrestleMania 1, if you don't have Mr. T, if you don't have Hulk Hogan in that main event, probably not as successful as it was. If you don't have Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3, maybe
McMahon mortgaged his house on McMahon mortgaged his house for one, based on the fact that Hulk Hogan said he could convince Mr. T to do the match.
Yes.
He literally took his mortgage and said, "I believe in you to help get this done," and they did it. And holy moly! So like Hulk Hogan, literally the foundation of WWF was built on that man's shoulders.
Sure, and really what he was mortgaging his house on was the idea that Hogan is such a big star that he can cross over and that he can get people interested and he can make WrestleMania a phenomenon, and he was right, and that was the case. And, Stone Cold, he had his run, and he is one of the most popular and biggest of all time. Same with The Rock, same with John Cena. But I think in terms of both height and longevity, I think Hogan's the biggest draw, the biggest name, the biggest star in professional wrestling history. And if you're making a Mount Rushmore of wrestling based on that, Hogan is on that Mount Rushmore without a doubt. I understand there's other things at play. Okay, wasn't that great of an in-ring worker or whatever you want to say. Okay, he wasn't a good person outside of it. But if you're looking at it from a business standpoint, he's the biggest star, the biggest name, the biggest personality in professional wrestling history. And then, in so many of my greatest memories as a kid watching wrestling, watching the tapes, watching stuff live, is Hogan. It's the stuff from WWF in the early 90s and the late 80s. It's the stuff from WCW with the NWO. It's him coming back to WWF. The match against The Rock at WrestleMania 18, I don't care what anybody says, one of the greatest matches of all time. The way the crowd reacts, the way that they feed into it. It's just, if you're a wrestling fan, if you're like in our age group, I think at least at some point you had an appreciation for Hulk Hogan. Maybe stuff that he did outside changed your perception. It certainly changed my perception of him as a person. But as a wrestler, he is one of my all-time favorites. He's one of the big reasons why I became a wrestling fan and still am a wrestling fan today. And for those reasons, it's very sad that things ended this way.
And he's 71. I think we buried the lead there. 71 is way too early.
He had so many health issues in recent years, like surgery and stuff like that, but you didn't realize.
I never thought it was hard. I always thought it was like my back and my knees,
right,
my shoulder. But like that stuff doesn't kill you. That makes your way of like living harder, but it doesn't kill you like this. That's rough. It's rough, man. BJ?
Yeah, it's difficult to see, people that you grow up with, especially now in today's day and age where everything can be recorded, that things will come out. And things came out about Hulk Hogan that you don't agree with. And it makes it difficult to discuss fully their legacy, because it does.
It's complicated, some might say.
It's not complicated at all. However, to me, Vince McMahon is the most important person in pro wrestling history. Hulk Hogan is the most important wrestler, in my opinion, in wrestling history. Hulk Hogan is the only person that could say that they really put a rocket on two companies in such a manner that he did, right? WWE in the 80s and then WCW in the 90s when he turned heel.
You could say just the industry as a whole, dude.
I firmly believe that the industry is not the same without him, which is clear as day. But I mean that we're not here.
Melt said it would have been fine and to shut the fuck up. That's
what I mean by it is
he did.
Melt is an idiot. What I mean by it is we're not doing a fucking podcast about wrestling today if Hulk Hogan doesn't do what he did in the 80s.
Yes,
we're not watching what we're watching if he doesn't do what he did in the 80s. If he doesn't get into Rocky. Right? Like, that was what really catapulted him. That was massive.
Can I say one thing real quick? I won't say that our podcast... I won't say that. I think that, because I know this hit everybody because even my dad was like, man, Hogan? My mom was like, Hogan? Because it was like, he spans generations. He was around for so long. But, BJ, I think the reason we're here for a podcast is not 80s Hogan. I think it's 90s Hogan is why you and I...
I think it's the entire...
With the 80s.
I know, but I'm just saying, it was really the smart...
If not for Hogan in the 80s... maybe it's still the territory system. You don't have a dominant company like that goes mainstream. You know what I mean? So I think it's all part of it.
Yeah, sure, but the smarky nature of the NWO is
WCW
really the basis of
still
what we
been
are. As
what
a
it
show.
was, just being a fucking Southern.
Dude, we're like
dirt,
Undertaker and NWO shirt, dude.
Just what we grew to love as wrestling fans doesn't exist without that in the 80s. And what Hulk Hogan pioneered and spearheaded, right? Because there was Andre, there was Bruno. They didn't have that type of impact that Hulk Hogan did. Where, I mean, Andre was a transcendent person because it's Andre the fucking Giant. He's massive. But Hulk Hogan, the way he connected with people, the charisma, just being such a larger-than-life personality is what really drew people in. I grew up where my dad is telling me, like, Hulk Hogan being in Rocky was such a big deal. Like, you didn't understand as a kid because as a kid, we've seen Hulk Hogan through several films. Like, he was already a movie star by the time, like, we're becoming wrestling fans for the most part. But the heel turn, the biggest heel turn of all time at that point in time, right? You might argue John Cena's heel turn just because of how long it had been, but it doesn't currently have the impact that Hulk Hogan did, right? It was DX before it was DX. DX is over a year later. So it's just the impact that he had on wrestling, whether you like him or not, it's undeniable. And yeah, seeing someone like fucking Dave Meltzer, who claims to be the #1 fucking journalist of all time in wrestling and the historian that he is, to say what he says, for people that don't know, it's just like, wrestling will be just fine. It'll still be like, what are you talking about? No one wouldn't.
Jim
But Hulk
Londos and El Santo. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Hulk
I understand
Hogan
that there were
was
other big
transcendent.
stars.
He was everywhere. Everyone wanted. There were very few people throughout entertainment that you could say was such a transcendent figure, and a wrestler in that time was one of them. Hulk Hogan. You knew he was like Mickey Mouse,
Pop
Ronald
culture
McDonald,
icon.
Michael Jordan. That he was in that category. And not just in wrestling then, he also, when it comes to celebrities and reality television, with Hogan Knows Best, like, people understand, that was a big fucking deal. And listen, it led to a lot of fucking issues that he, maybe in hindsight shouldn't have done the show, but it was important for television and just media and what we now watch. Like,
and then he became a political icon.
It took the real world to a whole different level because now it's Hogan on television, this celebrity, and you're seeing everything about their life. He goes to TNA and
buries Bobby Roode. I'll never forgive him for that. I'll tell you what, that's one of the things I actually have like a legitimate gripe. I'm like, yeah, fuck him.
He's not ready, brother.
I'll tell you what, I did get to see him in his last match.
Against
Sting with Ric Flair.
It
was him versus Sting. Because what happened was Ric Flair starts being like, "Ooh, I'm crazy as shit," and they're all beating up Sting, and oh my God, Hogan turns face again, dude.
I think he might have had another match. Like,
shut up! It's his last. Shut up!
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Come on, don't ruin it.
Yeah, he had two matches in the UK in January 2012.
I don't remember that. Not
Good
televised.
job,
Last televised match.
Him coming back in with the NWO, and then he faces The Rock. But then the fans turn him. There are not many times throughout the course of wrestling at that point in time where you really got something like that. Where the crowd just totally flipped everything upside down, and then he comes back with the red and yellow. It wasn't a long run after that, but he did that. You can't take away the fact of what he did just because the man behind the character acts like a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And all the stories you hear behind the scenes about your spot and not putting people over and the creative control. Like, listen, when it comes to creative control, they fucking gave it to him.
Yeah,
right?
Honestly, what did
they
Roman Reigns say?
They gave him the creative control.
Right. Don't
what
give,
did Roman
don't give
Reigns?
creative control if you don't want to do it.
Yeah,
right?
what did Roman Reigns say? You want to complain about the situation? Fucking get it in your contract next time,
Right.
pussy.
And the thing with holding people down, it's like,
He did, just like Shawn Michaels. People do that shit.
Dude, sure, but they put the belt on the guy that draws. And
Oh, no, but I'm
drew.
just saying, Mike, just look at the Bobby Roode situation as a perfect example. It's his word to Dixie Carter that ended what everyone agreed elsewise was the right thing. He always did that. And he lies about he was in fucking doing all these things. Listen, it's complicated.
He's a generational liar.
It's
no doubt.
complicated, dude.
Not complicated, but as far as my whole thing is just the legacy of the character, and it doesn't matter if you like or dislike the man behind the character Hulk Hogan is critical to wrestling.
He's Wayne Gretzky to hockey, right?
It's bigger than that.
But it's bigger.
Michael
But it's
Jordan
somehow
of wrestling.
bigger than that. But also, if Wayne Gretzky was a total piece of shit outside the rink, that's what it would be like. And that's what it's like talking about it, because it is for the last time complicated. Ozzy also passed away, which was sad, and he also did plenty of things. WWE Hall of Famer, and
Alice Cooper.
Dallas
Alice
Cooper?
Cooper. No, Alice Cooper was with Jake the Snake. He was with the British Bulldogs at WrestleMania 2, Ozzy.
Yes, honestly, and he had done some Raw appearances during that
Yeah.
time.
He guest
2000,
hosted.
if like 6 to 2012ish, he was around. And when they did the Osbournes, I know he had done something with them. Fucking Bubbles, when that became a big thing. So yeah, it was a sad week, and I don't know if Cosby dude had anything to do with wrestling, but that's I mean he was a hero, so let's talk about that.
My dad texted me and my brother on Thursday. It was just like, Hulk Hogan died. Like, this was a big part of your childhood. Now, bigger for my brother than for me. But like that.
Yeah, because you didn't start
like
watching
Mike said,
wrestling until 2002.
Yeah. And when I was mostly watching WWF. So WCW fucking blues.
They fucking bluesed?
Fucking blues.
I had so many people reach out to me because obviously they know I'm a wrestling fan. They know I liked Hogan, the wrestler, and like asked me, "Oh, are you okay?" It's like,
I hate that.
It's like
yeah, I don't know.
It's like, yeah, I'm okay. Like, here's the thing. Like, it sucks. I mean, he's an icon.
Donnie died.
He's an icon of my childhood, and even though he became a person that I did not like, it's still a sad thing because it's nostalgia, and that's the thing. I think a lot of the people that hold the resentment for Hogan are a little bit younger than us, and again, I don't fault them for feeling that way.
Yeah.
But they didn't live through what we lived through to have that appreciation for Hogan, like the character and the wrestler.
Yeah.
And again, trying to separate those two things. It's sad for like childhood me that like a guy that was like my hero, the pro wrestler, he's like a fucking superhero. Hulk Hogan's gone.
So for anybody celebrating his death, you're a piece of shit. I'll say that. And remember, everyone acting like holier than thou also has skeletons in their closet. So be careful, because everyone's a liar.
Yeah, I think also.
I don't disagree with that. I disagree with your everyone's racist.
No, because
I think
there's a great comedy bit. Everybody's racist in traffic, and it just is what it is. We all hate everybody.
I'm sorry I brought it back up.
No, we all hate everybody. We all want to love everybody, but there's most people, 99% of the people. Not everybody listens to the show. Everybody listens to the show is great. But everybody else, honestly, just go in traffic. They're pieces of shit. And there's times where a slur would be fitting. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
I think part of the Hogan thing is that there was the report from Bubba the Love Sponge, whatever the fuck his name is, that he's on his deathbed.
He's more accurate than Meltz.
I gotta tell you, that dude has ruined Hulk Hogan's life.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
I still want to know what happened there. So
he let his wife get fucked by
his
Hulk
wife,
Hogan.
Like purposely set up Hulk Hogan to bang her.
That's insane.
Yeah. Well, no. They were swingers. So Hulk Hogan was like, "Hey, can I get a swing at your wife?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, man." So they're like, "Oh, we should do something almost like it was like a bit. Like we'll just like get on it." And then that's what that came from, because Bubba the Love Sponge is of the Howard Stern ilk, and was the whole idea of it. But then you release private footage like that, and yada yada yada. We go down the rabbit hole. Here we are.
Also, it's like he was on a roller coaster, brother.
Holy shit, brother. Was that good for you?
He gave us a lot of great quotables.
Sure did.
But what I will say is, besides what was reported a couple weeks ago, is that it is out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Right? We know he's had health issues with, like you said, Donnie, all the different surgeries.
Yeah, but that's
We've known about that.
Broken back and
but
shit.
we just saw him in January.
Right.
And...
Yeah, put out of the building, but he looked fine for 71 years old.
He's been doing
because
all
there's
the
a bunch of
promotions
liberals.
for the beer. Shut up. We're doing all the promotions for the beer and the Eric Bischoff wrestling and the Kurt Angle wrestling promotion that they're doing. But you didn't, there's people out there where it'd be like, okay, it makes sense. right? But at this point in time, and like you said, Donnie, 71 years old. That is
young. That's too young.
Like,
I used to think
years of steroid abuse.
That's the truth right there. That's what most people say.
If it's true, like he went into cardiac arrest. I mean, years of stress on the heart. That's what steroid use is.
Yeah.
So
that's why I'm fat, because I won't die from steroid abuse.
There you go.
Visceral fat around my heart, though, will kill me. All right,
let's keep smoking.
Let's. I'm trying, man. I'll get there one day. So that's very sad, Hulk Hogan.
So, yeah, Hulk Hogan. They did the 10 bell salute on SmackDown. They have video packages, and it is emotional because it's like he did so much for the business.
Yeah,
whether you like him or not.
And leave Chelsea Green alone. Leave people. They were just leave Tessa Blanchard alone.
Yeah.
No, I'm not down with that. But I think that you need to let people react and let people agree.
Why are we have emotion police?
Like you shouldn't have to if you go onto Twitter and you post something like, oh man, Hulk Hogan was such a huge part of wrestling, R.I.P. Like, you don't have to go into their match and be like, he was a racist.
Yeah, no shit. We all know, dummy. But it was complicated.
The post wasn't about him being a racist as a person. We all know that, and we condemn him for that. The post was about what he did for pro wrestling, the business, which is what we do a podcast about, and the business that Chelsea Green is in.
She's in the business. That's like me being like Walter Cronkite, super important. You know what I mean? Like I'd say he's an influence on all of us. And you'd be like, known monster, Walter Cronkite. Be like, okay, cool. Leave me alone.
Nothing wrong with feeling the way you want to feel, but you don't have to attack others for feeling.
Well, that's why get off social media. Right. Get off social media.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Honestly, now I'm getting to the point with social media in my life that where it's like I look at Chelsea Green and I'm like, you should have gotten off earlier. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you just have your emotions, share them with your loved ones? Well, no, here's the thing.
Part of their business. Though,
I listen. I get it as a character. Then hire a 19-year-old person out of college and pay them half price to fucking just do it for you. You know what I mean? Easy peasy.
But yeah, like they had the 10 bell salute on Raw and SmackDown. Nick Hogan was there on Raw. That was nice that they flew him out and Bischoff.
It was sad seeing Jimmy Hart cry.
Yeah, Jimmy Hart, because his cash cow just died.
I did listen to, I skimmed through Cornette, but I listened to Bischoff's podcast after Hogan died and Kevin Nash. I'll just say they're very interesting listens because those are two of the closest people to Hogan in WCW and the impact that he had there. So I thought it was very fascinating listens. But man, Triple H had a speech on SmackDown. He botched. And then they just kept it in on Raw.
He stumbled on a word and they just replayed it.
Yeah, I was like, you couldn't fix that?
Nah. Triple H is like, you leave it the fuck in.
He beat him for the title in 2002, BG.
Yep.
Yeah, it's probably
payback.
Probably what he doesn't give a fuck. He
Idiot.
ruined that title reign.
All right, well, listen. All right, I'm done with the sad. R.I.P. Hulk Hogan.
I got one last thing to say.
Oh, my God.
These AI fucking, pictures of Hulk Hogan going to heaven where Macho Man's, welcoming him in, hugging him. Stop with that shit. Because that would not.
What? Say again.
Right?
Hold on.
Him and Iron Sheik just welcome.
I am not, look at me. I am not on social media anymore.
Okay.
And when you say these words, they just don't compute. So there's
basically,
AI, Hulk Hogan.
Everybody, when something happens now, they have to make some kind of AI art
Got
of
it.
whatever happened.
Well, which is what AI is supposed to be used for, obviously.
You're right. It looks like shit a lot of the time. Okay, but the one that
I saw a guy eating spaghetti one time. Like Will Smith was eating
different
spaghetti.
Different from that, but it's like Hulk Hogan being welcomed into heaven by other wrestlers who died. It's like Macho Man hugging him. It's like, brother, Macho Man wanted to fucking kill him.
Mm-hmm.
So
First off,
get some better options.
Heaven's not real. But second off, if it were, Hulk Hogan would probably be in purgatory for a little bit and working off some sins. God's like, hey, come here real quick. No, you don't go that way. You come here. You're going to sit in this fucking chair for a little bit. You're going to talk to some counselors until we straighten your shit out. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you just say that's not going to work for you? Sit down, big man. All right.
What was the match that WCW had where the chair didn't work?
Where the chair didn't work?
The Chamber of Horrors.
Oh, yes. Mick Foley had to flip it on to flip it off.
Sit.
Remember that? That was Abdul the Butcher in the chair. Yeah.
That's when Hogan has to sit
I
down.
turned to woke back Hardy there. I don't know what happened.
Mm.
You hear me? I said woken.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go. SummerSlam preview, August 2nd and 3rd. Yeah, this shit sucks, dude. When AEW does a pay-per-view weekend after weekend, you're like, that shit's too close. You literally do them back-to-back days. This shit sucks.
It's better than having
No, it's
one
not. No, it's not.
8-hour
No, it's not.
show.
No, it's not. No, it's
Yes,
not.
it
It's
is.
one day.
Yes, it
I
is.
just am focused. Listen, I'm already sitting down for it.
What
Just
do
add a
you
little
care?
time
You're
to
not
it.
watching live. You watch on
I don't care.
It is 1,000,000% better than having one 8-hour show because the crowd can be hot throughout both nights and for every
No,
match.
it's better 100% financially for the company, but it's not better for the viewing public. No.
I will say this. It's better for the viewing public at home. It's not better if you're going to the event because you have to buy tickets for 2 shows
Yeah,
if you
sure.
want to see
You
your
get a
favorite
half-ass
wrestler.
show.
But why?
You get
You're
Raw
gonna
and
have
SmackDown
that.
Junior.
Nah.
Nah.
I think each card is
Okay, I
a
didn't think of that
pay-per-view
way.
quality card for the SummerSlam, actually.
For sure.
Fucking none of this compares to fucking none of this. There should be 2 different pay-per-views when we do the judging.
No,
it's
that's
not
fucking
fair.
dumb. No.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's one
SummerSlam 1,
fucking show.
SummerSlam 2. That's how I'm judging it like that now, actually.
That's fine.
I
You
refuse
won't
to judge
You
it.
won't put them on your list either way, so what does it matter?
That's not
Honestly,
fucking true. I'm
Yeah, it
I'm
is
honest
fucking
as
true.
I'm honest Indian, dude.
I'll tell you what, Donnie. It would not shock me if in 2 to 3 years, every pay-per-view is a 2-night event with the amount of money they're making.
I would also not be shocked if AEW makes the move to that as well.
They're
Well,
definitely going to
AEW
at some point.
should.
Because
Because
I
their cards are
really
fucking
mean
too long.
I do really mean this.
AEW doesn't have the star power or booking to do it, though. That's the problem.
No, that's not true. If WWE can do it,
That's
they
not
can
a
do
slight. That's not a slight. I'm just saying they really don't.
it. Yo, you are such a piece of shit. You're
Hold on.
you're too
Hey,
ugly
you
and
took-
fat
hold
to
on.
get laid. No, that's not a slight. That's not a slight. I'm just telling the
That's
truth
all
there,
it
dude.
is. Go look at All In.
Holy shit.
It's just
dude.
reality, brother.
Yeah, you are too dumb and slow to understand this joke. Not a slight. Not a slight. I'm just not going to tell it to you.
I'm just saying they could be better.
Okay, let's do it. D'Lo Brown heads out loose in your neck. Oh, ooh, what was that, dude? You motorboat me?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was
You
wild.
that was motorboating the fucking little hump on the lower back of mine.
No, I wasn't doing that.
What?
Wasn't doing that.
You know what I mean? That little concave.
Your asshole?
No,
I think
no,
that's
no.
a tumor.
No. I do have a fatty tumor on my back.
You should
That's
get
what I'm
it
talking
checked
about.
I did have it checked out, and they're just like, that's disgusting, but it's fine.
out. Nice.
I was like, cool, thanks, man.
That's good for you.
Great audio. This is night 1. Who you got and how's it shake out? Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill, or I call her greener than goose shit. Jade Cargill, and she's going to win here too, isn't she?
Yeah, she is going to win.
I think so.
Greener than goose shit, dude. This lady
I just
don't
think it
deserve
makes
the title.
sense. They've been
It's
building
wild.
her up so much. Give her the shot. Tiffany, I think she's done a good job as champion, but she's somebody that can easily just win the
It's
championship
been
again at
nothing.
some point.
It's really been
She's going to
nothing.
be around for a very long time. She's going to be a top star for a very long time. I really haven't enjoyed the build to this match. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I just feel like
Dude,
I
There's no
get
one
it. Like she won Queen of the Ring, so she gets the title shot. That's fine, but I think you needed to build some kind of animosity or something.
well, there's
between them,
nobody
and
to
I just
talk.
don't think
The
they've-
promos
Yeah.
suck from
It's-
both of them.
Instead, it was just Jade has the title in her hands. Now there's a
Right.
problem.
Oh,
Like, I hate that
dude.
shit.
Yeah, I was not a fan of the build.
I wish they would both tug
I
on
am
one
looking for
end of
the
the
match.
title.
They almost did. I thought they were going to.
I swear to God, the tug of
Jade
war
is
is how I
much
want it
better.
done.
Jade is much better in the ring than Donnie gives her credit for. Tiffany is excellent in the ring. I think it'll be a fun match, but I think Jade wins.
Yeah, Jade
I
wins.
agree.
They're neither's good on the mic, neither's that great in the ring. Jade's
Tiffany's
poo-poo,
good.
and it is what it is. So there you go.
Okay.
They've got 2 nights for this shit. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll against Drew McIntyre.
Bro,
and
Jelly
Lo-
Roll is like right in your fucking wheelhouse. You probably love the guy.
I hate anyone with face tattoos. I dislike. So that's my first fucking speed
Mike
bump there.
Tyson?
Also, yeah, I mean, I won't tell him to his face. Like
I
said
also
this
hate
before.
face tattoos, but I don't hate the person.
I usually hate the
Right.
person because if they have tattoos on their face, they make really bad life choices. So, no, just because I don't like the modern day country music, and his music blows assholes. So Jelly Roll kind of seems like a disingenuous.
I had the unfortunate task of having to see him in concert because
Full
it was
concert?
it was a few years ago, and it was a Shinedown concert, but he was the opener, and I had no idea who the fuck he was at that time. This is before he blew up. I was like, I don't know who this guy is.
Physically? Like the 500 pounds or whatever the fuck he was?
No.
Big fat piece
he
of
had
shit?
already gotten to that point.
Good.
But I mean, his popularity. Like, I had no idea who it was. It was country. I was like, I don't care. I'm going to go get a drink.
I love country, but I don't love this kind of country. I don't love new country. New country blows. But you give me Merle Haggard? Hell yeah.
I have no idea who that is.
Yes, you do. Well, you probably don't, actually. You're from Long Island.
I do, but I don't like country music, so.
But yeah, Jelly Roll wins because he's famous.
Agreed. Yeah. Does Drew McIntyre get back to the country in time?
I think so.
This match? I think so, too.
Yes.
I think so.
Trump will be like,
are you aware of
fine.
this, Donnie? I never know what you're aware of.
Yeah, Trump's the whole thing.
Trump's going to be like, Drew's fine, let him through. He's white enough, let him in.
He's too busy crying about South Park right now.
Well, no, he's crying about the kids in fucking... Whatever, I'm not going to get into that.
He's definitely not crying about kids.
He was.
He's definitely not crying about fucking kids. He loves doing that, so...
He's crying about the
Give me the list. Gunther and CM Punk.
All right. This is going to be fucking amazing.
Main event of night one?
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah, give him token headlining matches. That sounds good to me. Gunther just wins. Gunther just wins.
I don't think Gunther just wins. I think if this is main eventing the night, something big has to happen. I guess the other
Gunther beating CM Punk is a pretty big
Seth
thing.
Rollins ready to do this.
Hold on a minute.
That would be the other option, but I don't buy into the whole, he's not hurt at all and he's just going to be fine.
No,
and
he's hurt.
Come back and cash in. I don't buy into that.
He's
so
got Charmin soft knees, so yes.
So if this is the main event, I'll say Punk wins. He's been all around the world title. It's been, we're going on 2 years since he's come back. He's been consistently getting huge reactions, been one of the best parts of the show every single week. I think it's totally fine to put the title on him. I don't think it hurts Gunther to lose to CM Punk. CM Punk's been one of the best SummerSlam performers of all time. There's another
Hop
big
off
one
his
for
dick
him.
and make a pick, please. Holy shit.
I'm on the road to the pick. And I think that he wins here. And then, if he is the champion moving forward, then it makes even more sense for when Seth Rollins ultimately does return and cash in on him. Yes, it's possible Gunther wins and you go back to this and Punk wins the next time. But if it's going to main event night one of SummerSlam, I think Punk wins.
They just did this dumb shit with Jay. Give Gunther a huge fucking win over CM Punk, and then you can let CM Punk take the title. That's exactly what I was thinking. Go ahead.
I need that for my fantasy team, Donnie.
I don't want it anymore. I'm sorry. I say CM Punk all the way
here's
through.
Here's my thing, though. We're going to go off the air both nights with title changes to the babyface?
Yes.
Yes. Honestly, that's very WWE right now.
Well, not really, and we'll get to that.
Well, you're talking about Cody in the double turn. Yeah,
okay. That's fair. Yeah. I'll say Gunther just won it in like June, but to me, I think you go with CM Punk, right?
No.
I would like there to be more of a build to him winning versus Gunther, but there's been the build of him winning the championship ever since he came back. And so I think you kind of have to strike while he's healthy because you never know what CM Punk.
That's 100% true. He's weak. His body's weak. It's weakened.
It's like when Donnie wanted Sting versus Triple H instead of Sting versus Undertaker.
That's not what happened. If I cared enough to check the audio, I would.
It's 1,000,000% what happened.
It's not what happened.
No
Check
doubt
the
about
audio.
it.
Check the
We're
audio.
living in reality here. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Check the audio, dude.
On your Hulk Hogan lies around.
I wrote Sting articles that got Dave Meltzer lying.
That is true.
Yeah,
The Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I think Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss just win here. Because Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez, they don't really need the titles. They got Nintendo Switch and Dom.
I don't think so. I think it's just.
Well, hold on.
I think you need to continue to build something up there.
Bliss and Flair have some momentum. They actually have some crowd support, and I think winning here.
They got a little bit of grace.
Yeah, I have a little bit of grace. I think you got to continue to build this up. I think they just win it after it's their second title shot. Their first is just a one-on-one title shot. To me, it's just like if they win
They're two
It doesn't do
former
much.
multi-time world champions.
I
It's a
know.
way to get them
There's got
a
to
big
be
run.
some type of
Your
animosity or something that happens
Yeah.
between them and Judgment Day to really build something where it's meaningful. Otherwise, it doesn't do much.
You're still cultivating a team. They just became a team,
Yeah.
and they're doing a very good job of slow playing this. Like Charlotte was resistant, and then they became a team. Then they had that Fatal 4-Way match at Evolution. Charlotte saved Alexa. They're becoming more friendly.
Sure. What's it lead to, Mike?
Them eventually winning the titles.
No.
I don't think
What does it lead? No. It's Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, multi-time world champions. Charlotte Flair is the most decorated woman in WWE history. It should be leading to
let's
Charlotte
give a rub
Flair.
to Roxanne and
It should be
Raquel.
leading to Charlotte Flair versus Alexa Bliss,
course,
one-on-one for a
eventually
women's
it will.
championship
Of
at some
course,
point.
we know
Eventually
that.
it
We're not
will.
idiots.
That's what we'll give the title to them now. They don't need the
We're gonna
Judgment
need
Day
it
is
now.
doing fine.
We got
Buddy,
3 title
Buddy,
changes on night
WrestleMania
one.
is a long time from now, okay? So what you
It's
need
not.
to do-
It's not, bud. It's
Yes,
not.
it is.
It's
Yes,
only
it is.
like what?
So you don't need to get them the title right now. They can get the title the next time, and they have to fight through adversity to become a team, to bond together and win the championship.
dumb shit,
and that's how
dude.
you make it matter when they do break up and they do feud with each other. So and again, I think Raquel and Roxanne have been fucking awesome. I actually like them more as a team than Raquel and Liv. I just think that their styles play off each other very well. I like that they're having matches every single week, it feels like. It feels like there's actually some momentum behind the women's tag team division, finally.
Triple H read my article.
So I have them win this, probably cheat, and Charlotte and Alexa have to regroup. They ultimately do win it, but I wouldn't do it yet.
So
I
exactly
agree. And like what? We're gonna have 3 title changes on night 1?
Right.
I don't think so.
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Yes.
Nah.
Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed here taking the L. Jey Uso pins Bronson Reed. Romeo Reigns victorious.
I think Roman pins Bronson.
No.
Reed.
Nope. He gives
Why
it. He
not?
gives it to his cousin. He doesn't need it. He don't need it, dude. He's got he had 4 months off.
So
He does need it. He hasn't won in a very long time.
Roman Reigns has not won a match this entire year.
There you go.
He just came back. They got their
Doesn't
fucking asses
need
beat.
it.
Here's my thing though, Donnie. I agree. They don't need it. They're established. Braun and Bronson Reed, they need it. And you want to like start putting over some heels in your company, young up and coming heels in your company, someone like Braun Breaker you see as the future. This would be a massive win for them. It's really unfortunate it's not going to happen.
I don't know how you get there, because you'd have to have like interference of some kind. If we're establishing that Seth Rollins can't do it, do they bring
Dude.
a new person in the stable maybe?
How about this, Mike? You play Seth Rollins music. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso like, what the fuck? He's
Oh,
here.
I
thought he
love
was
the
hurt.
guy
I
who
don't
gets
like
distracted by music. Remember
I
that
don't
when they
like the
turn their
music
back
thing.
and he puts his hands on his head like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Is that
Oh
someone's
my God.
music?
I don't
It's
like
like what
that.
happens in fucking
I know.
WWE.
I actually hate that. That's one of the things
It's like
that
when
I hate
Roman
the
Reigns
most.
came back, fucking Bronson Reed could have done like 10 tsunamis onto Jay. But nope, gotta wait for Roman Reigns to walk down the ramp.
And you want this?
I think the
No,
only
I'm
way,
saying that Roman and Jay, Seth doesn't come out. That's the thing. It's just the music plays.
I think the only way Braun and Bronson win is if you bring a new person in the group and they interfere, and then Jay takes the fall.
That is not
Who could that
happening.
be?
Roman
I don't
Reigns
think
is
that's
back.
happening.
You have to give
Okay,
Roman
well
wins.
then they're not winning.
I know.
Who
I
could
told
it
you
be?
that.
Let's just theorize, right? Who could it be?
Who could it be now? It'd be Rollins.
Trick
He's not as
Williams.
injured as you think.
Carmelo Hayes.
None of those guys have impact because they didn't build anybody up properly.
Trick Williams.
Trick Williams was
He would
with
have impact.
shitty Undertaker, so yeah, I guess you could probably do that. But
I don't
think it fits. I don't think it fits his style. He's what is he? Followed somebody else, or I don't know.
Is there an athletic freak?
When
of
has
some
Trick
kind
followed
that
someone
we're
else?
missing?
Oh yeah, I guess Carmelo Hayes, yeah. But he was more of his protege, and now he's
He
out
was
on his
his
own.
lackey,
He's not
no,
going
he wasn't.
backwards.
He was a lackey.
He was a lackey at first, for sure.
Yeah, but he
Braun
became a
Braun
protege.
Breaker went backwards. What do you mean? Being Seth Rollins' lackey.
I mean, Obafemi would be cool, but he's still champion. I don't know that they would do that yet.
I just don't think there's a guy right now, in my opinion, that would be working. Is there a guy on the roster currently?
I'm
Maybe
looking
not from
right
NXT?
now.
All right, well, let's go to the next one while you think. Sami Zayn.
Rusev would have been.
He hates Rusev, so it's whatever. I will say this. You're very consistent about your not liking Rusev, which is fine. I appreciate
I don't
it.
like Rusev either. Shinsuke Nakamura.
I don't think so.
Sami Zayn versus
I can't
Karrion
get my head
Kross.
around that
Are we
one.
going to give Karrion Kross a win?
No.
No.
I think we do.
Why?
I
What
don't
does
know
that
if
accomplish?
I don't know. I just feel like they're gonna try to give him a little bit of shine since he got so over himself. I just do. I think that's why Sammy's here, is just to just put him over.
What is the purpose of them saying like, "Oh, you were right. Oh, you were right"?
I
It's one
don't.
of the toughest things you can do in
who
life
gives
is
a
admit
fuck?
you were wrong.
Did your wife tell you that?
Shows personal growth when you're able.
Sounds like something your wife would tell you, dude. Holy shit, dude.
Time or two.
Yeah.
That time or two.
Yeah, you're like, well, guess what? I'm not fucking wrong. That's what you say. You
I
say
got the
back.
answer for helping Braun and Bronson.
I know.
Omos.
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey, actually.
That'd be fun.
That would be a good spot for Ronda Rousey.
I know. It'd
She'd
be
come
fuck
back.
killer as shit. I'd love that. She comes back and beats the shit out of Roman Reigns.
Travis Scott.
No.
Who's that? Skateboarder? Is that skateboarder?
Yeah. Travis Pastrana Scott.
Travis Scott was not a skateboarder.
He was an extreme sports athlete.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, you go, dude. Shit and piss and vinegar. Come on, let's go.
Then we can get Roman vs. Brock part 9,000.
Guess what? That's
Oh, yeah.
that's
I love
our
that.
generation. This generation's Orton and Cena. Okay, that's night one. I'm predicting it to be not good. That's my prediction. So night two. Let's
Night
start.
two. I think both cards are good. Night two, I'm got a raging hard on for though.
Disgusting.
Wow, holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, you look at that match number 6. That's
That's insane.
Well, we're gonna
That's a big
start
card.
there at number. We're gonna start at the bottom and work our way up. The Wyatt 6 against Andrade and Phoenix, against DIY, against Fraxium, against Motor City Machine Guns, against Street Profits. It's a tables, ladders, and chairs match for tag team championship.
Okay.
That is something.
Oh
real
my
quick.
This-
I want to say this one.
Yeah.
I want to say my bit.
Yeah.
This is 100% booked by one of us. I am almost positive. This sounds like a match
I think
booked
we've had
by.
this on one of our cards.
Yes, so, like this is like during one of our fantasy drafts. Maybe not Fraxi because it was too long ago, but this sounds like something we had. Like it sounds like something I put on my thing where you're like, you didn't know what to do with all your teams. So you're like, no, so you're like, okay, so I got 6 of them. Fuck, I took too many. I'm gonna do like a 6-person fucking TLC match. Fucking 60s. Fucking yeah, right? Put it first.
The beauty of this match, though,
To their
the beauty of
credit,
this
they
match
built this
is
up.
like all these teams have really been feuding for like a long
Yeah.
time and going for the titles. So
Well,
it makes sense.
that's what swapping titles does to a division too.
Mhm.
Now you
Yeah,
have 5
they have
guys who
had-
are champions and who won it back.
They've had interactions throughout the whole year for the most part. This is a nice sort of make do for not putting them on WrestleMania when they should have after that ladder match that they had on SmackDown, which is incredible. Someone might die. Phoenix might kill
I
himself.
hope don't say that.
It's gonna be
Phoenix.
insane.
No, remember I saw Top Dollar jumped on the ladder wrong.
That was crazy.
Dick first.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
That
Let me
big
tell
dick
you
in
something. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I think I'd rather hit my head first than my dick first.
Of course.
I mean that shit. Like take a bump on the side.
You're
like,
dumb as fuck
Yeah,
as it
that
is. It
was-
wouldn't matter.
but hold on. How is you as a wrestler not like that's the bump you chose? That's the road you chose?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That was a
dude.
fun ladder match.
I didn't
And
watch
this-
it. I just saw his dick get
Oh.
ruined.
I watched the pay-per-view. This match is going to be absolutely insane. This could easily steal a show and match of the fucking year for people like us who love these type of matches. It could be one of the best TLC matches of all time. So these 6 teams, it's not just any 6 teams, it's these people in it. Like, Fraxium they're fucking crazy. Andrade and Phoenix. We've seen Andrade in ladder matches. He's wild.
You have
Right.
some of the best high flyers and then some guys that can kind of wreck shop. That's like
Right.
what you want.
Like Montez Ford of what he might do in this fucking match. I can't wait. And I agree, Mike. This should open the show.
Yep, no doubt.
Yeah, agreed. And real quick, I don't get to cover it anymore. I got to sign it out. WWE actually got a house at Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Wyatt 6.
That's brilliant fucking marketing.
And you know what? It makes me so
and-
sad Bray Wyatt's gone. When
For
I
that
saw this,
reason-
it was my first thought.
Yeah.
The
For that
Fiend
reason-
will one day be a movie. I'm so positive of it.
Hmm.
I'm sure they'll incorporate the Fiend into it. in
Oh,
some way.
he is. He's in
Definitely.
the fucking advertising for it.
The Wyatt 6 is going to win this.
Yes, because of Halloween Horror Nights.
It's
Right,
funny because
exactly.
I was gonna pick before that became official.
That's why
like,
they
the
won.
timing of it. I was gonna pick the
Mhm.
Street Profits to win it back, but yeah,
I
think
agree.
the
I was
Wyatt
just
Six
thinking the
won.
same thing, but now it's the Wyatt 6 because of this
Yep.
fucking Universal thing.
I agree.
Hell yeah, man. I saw that. I popped big, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome. We should go.
As soon as I'm not going.
Bring us radio road trip.
I'm not going to Orlando. Fuck that.
You're such a bitch.
I got that shit, dude. Fuck that.
I'm poor. Nobody.
I gotta be
wants
telling
her,
you the truth. I'm also quite
That's a tax
scared.
write-off.
I am quite jump scary. And I.
You're a bitch.
Well, that's a horrible reason.
I hate haunted houses. I swear to God.
You're such a
I
loser,
swear to
dude.
God, I'm a bitch.
Honestly, every
I
fucking
scream like a
week
bitch,
that I
dude.
know you, I just hate you more.
Don't you love Halloween supposedly?
Yeah, I do. I do my own haunted house, but it's not scary for me.
Oh,
Dude, I was getting nervous. I'm nervous about not getting around a haunted house. I'm nervous. You know what I mean? What are the hay rides? They're scary, dude.
Mhm.
haunted hayride scary to you? Maybe when I was 5.
Holy shit, dude. Hate getting straw in my shoes. All right, let Naomi against Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Should be good. 2/3 good. Naomi just defend. Oh wait, I should have started.
Why are you saying 2/3?
Why'd you say 2/3?
I think Naomi
Real
retains
quick, we're not to
Hogan?
that yet, but why is it 2/3 good? Go ahead.
On Hogan?
because I don't think Naomi's as good as the other two at all.
I don't understand. I don't understand the about face that he's done on Naomi when he
She's
loved her
another-
in the past and she's better than she was then.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, she is better than she was then. It was a very low bar to get over, but
Maybe
yes,
it
better.
has something to do with your appreciation for Hogan growing since what was it, 2014?
Man, I tell you what,
Yikes.
Tessa Blanchard, she just gets
that's-
it, dude.
Let's move on to
She
Solo
just-
versus Jacob.
No, it's just-
Dominic
Hold
versus
on.
AJ.
No, but I really
Match.
do mean it. I just don't think I don't think she's up to snuff as Rhea Ripley and fucking Io Sky, to be honest with you.
I
So,
will
that's what it
say
is.
this.
Okay, that's fine. I don't think she's as good as two of the best in the fucking world, but she's not
Okay,
that far
so I
off.
said 2 out of 3. You're gonna make it great. What,
But
what,
they're
what,
all
what
three
part?
great.
What part of my fucking shit didn't you understand there, tough guy?
I will say this.
the part where you lied.
Naomi has a tall task to meet because Rhea, Io, and Bianca had one of the best triple threat matches I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And they're running it back, but with Naomi instead of Bianca.
And I love Bianca.
And
See, not a monster.
Naomi is great, but she's not Bianca Belair. And so they have
Nobody
to do
is.
things.
Okay,
But what is
easy,
interesting
Mark.
for this match, in this dynamic, is she's a clear-cut heel. Whereas we didn't really have a defined heel heading into WrestleMania for that match. So there's a different dynamic. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I think it's very clear as day that Naomi's going to win.
No doubt. It's
She
gonna
just
be
won
a
the
fucking,
championship.
It's gonna be a fucking incredible match. Like there's not even a question about it. But Naomi, yes, she's definitely gonna win. She's gonna face Stephanie Lacroix in Paris.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Becky Lynch against Lyra Valkyria. A bunch of stipulations on this one again. What are we doing? Why are we doing this again?
It's interesting that they're putting the no DQ match, a street fight in the main event, and a TLC match, and a steel cage match, all on night
Yeah,
two.
a lot of stipulations on one night.
What the fuck?
They really want to blow out
This
that
really is
night
like
two.
fucking booked the card.
I swear to God, that's when at first I saw it. I was like, because I was trying to write it all down, and I was like, dude, what?
And when they announced Becky and Lyra as no DQ, but then Cena and Cody as the street fight, I'm like, what are you doing? Those
Every
are the
match
same
is for-
fucking matches.
Every match is for a
We're definitely
championship.
getting interference in both. So
Well, Ed, look, every match is for a championship, and every match has a stipulation. It's literally our fucking cards. It's literally like
you got to get the votes, man.
yeah, seriously. Well,
Yeah.
guess what? They're like Dave. If Dave doesn't
I mean,
like it, then fucking
Triple
Mike
H
is
is
correct.
Triple H is
Night-
farming for pay-per-view of the year votes, and you know what?
Yeah.
He
He's
might get
on-
it from me.
He's like, God, that Dick, that fucking Tony Khan's such a nerd. Baby, can you help me pull up Pro Fight DB?
It is funny. Night 2 is just like SummerSlam on steroids. for this-
It's not much.
this weekend.
It's
What the fuck?
It's booked by Marks. That's what this is. Dude.
Night one, they're getting
Night
you
one-
acclimated. BG. Night two,
Right. What the hell? Why do they separate?
No,
these
night
fucking
one is like what,
stipulations?
night one is like for the dads and shit. Night two is for the kids, dude. So that's for the kids, man.
This is crazy. Who created the fucking order of this?
But you got to pick for Becky Lynch and Lyra.
So, I'm sure it'll be a great match because they have really good in-ring chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
The no DQ, no count-out, that tells me that that's definitely going to be interference. And, you know, we had a little segment with Bayley on Raw. Bayley's been involved in this. I think Bayley gets involved. She screws over Lyra. She turns heel. And Becky wins. And basically Bayley's payback on Lyra is, I screwed you over because, you prevented me from getting another title shot. Now you can't challenge for that title as long as Becky's champion.
I just hate. I mean, this goes back to the Cody Rhodes.
Heel
shit.
Bailey's great, by the way.
For sure. But it's just this whole dumb shit. As long as I'm the champion, you can't challenge. It's got to be done really well, and it's got to be the right story, and this ain't it. This ain't it.
I think Lyra wins. I think Bailey does something with Cardi B.
What, shakes their asses?
Yeah, shakes their asses. Yep. Cardi
No,
BBL.
Beats her up?
Bailey was tweeting at her and shit. I can see Bailey turning heel, quote unquote turning heel.
I think if anybody would do something with Cardi, it would be like Chelsea Green. That would fit, I think.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that.
I'm always excited to see Cardi B.
Becky Lynch wins. Solo Sikoa against Jacob Fatu.
See, the other matches are encouraging interference. This one, it's going to stop the interference. There's no way somebody can get inside a steel cage.
We've diagnosed that
it's
over
the dumbest thing.
No, it's not.
Suspend
disbelief,
Mark. Cage,
Tala Tonga has to take 2 steps. Tala Tonga can get into the cage.
You know how he steps over the top rope to get in? He's going to step over the top of the cage to get in.
Honestly,
he's like the big angry giant.
Yeah.
I would like to see him rip the fucking door off the cage.
He probably will.
It's got to be Kane, dude.
It's got to be Tala Tonga.
Gotta be Kane.
Got to be Tongan. Got to be Tongan does sound like an awesome, whatever.
Jimmy Uso's going to get involved here, and he has to fight off 3. They call them MFTs, but it stands for My Family Tree.
No, it's motherfucking Tongans. They did it in New Japan.
Motherfucking Tongans.
It is. It is. Motherfucking Tongans.
I would think Jacob wins the championship back.
I think so, too.
I kind of like Solo with the title, though.
No, Solo's going to retain here. You can't have a million.
I do, but I don't know how I feel about Jacob losing 2 in a row.
But if he loses by getting
it's not a pinfall. It's just because he didn't get.
They can drag the MFTs can just drag Solo out of the cage.
Yeah.
I think Solo winning like that would be.
Jacob jumps off the top. Tonga catches him, puts him back. Like a fucking,
I need
a cereal box.
For fantasy purposes, we're going with Jacob Fatu.
Yeah,
okay, there you go. That's the Mike I miss. That's TNA moment. Fucking what the fuck moments, Mike, right there. Just angry. Then we have Dominic Mysterio against AJ Styles. Dominic Mysterio got a huge pop in AAA because the Latinos love their Latino friends, and it is what it is. And
what's
honestly,
the Fatal 4 was Tim, El Grande Americano, Dragon Lee, and El Hijo del Vikingo?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's going to be crazy. And that's on YouTube.
Awesome.
Dude, yeah.
Watch it on YouTube.
Hey, listen, remember that song by Meatloaf, 3 out of 4 ain't bad?
Who we saying is not good in that?
Dominic Mysterio.
Dom?
What?
You love Dom.
He's a good
Dom's awesome.
Bad guy.
Way better than Hook, as I said from day one.
Not true, dude.
Proven right.
Absolutely true.
Not
I'm going to
true.
go with Dom here, actually. I think he retains.
I'm going with Dom, too. If the Judgment Day would have lost the tag team titles on
I'm
Raw,
a goddamn jobber now.
If the Judgment Day would have lost the tag team titles on Raw, I could have seen a storyline where the Judgment Day lose all their titles, but
No.
I think they all keep their titles. I think Dom wins. There's obviously going to be a ton of interference here, but I think Dom wins.
Yeah.
I think Balor is ultimately going to be the one to beat Dom for the IC title.
Dom's in the creative meeting, and they're like, listen, Dom, we have another hot chick here we want you to make out with. And he's just like,
Shucks.
I guess, you know what, hey, babe, guess what? They're doing it home again. They're doing it again.
He really does have, the best fucking bookings.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
It's insane.
Ray's like, I'll sell you my fucking whole existence if you make my son have the greatest career ever. He's like, yes, hell yes. And he's like, Dad, I got married. And he's like, you are the biggest idiot.
Ray's supposed to be coming back soon.
Booyaka. John Cena and Cody Rhodes in a street fight. For the honest, that means interference, which means to me we're kicking the can down the line here. I got John Cena retaining.
What do you mean we're kicking the can down the line?
Cody gets another shot at it.
Okay. Who do you think is interfering?
The Rock.
You think The Rock's interfering to help Cena?
Yes.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
I think The Rock's interfering to help Cody.
Wow, that would be wild.
Ooh, so you're talking about a double turn.
I said double turn.
You have mentioned that.
As soon as I watched Night of Champions, saw the way that played out, Cody working a little heel in that match against Orton,
Mm.
working body parts, working his back, taking advantage of the turnbuckle pad being taken off. Cena hesitating in the main event, not using the title to hit his opponent.
Mm-hmm.
It all seemed to me like I don't think that stuff happens for no reason.
Not with the biggest guys.
Right. And then, seems like Travis Scott's not in the picture. He hasn't been around for a long time. Somebody's going to get involved
exporter, Travis Scott.
So somebody's going to get involved here. The Rock did not show up at WrestleMania. Said a lot of weird shit come out of WrestleMania, but one thing
a lot of dumb shit, you could say.
One thing he did say was, I felt they needed to this was their thing. But we can always go back to the Cody turning heel thing. We can always go back to it. I don't think The Rock's going to say that for no reason. I think it makes sense to go back to it here. I think it makes so much sense. Cena has to turn babyface soon.
Mm-hmm.
We're past the halfway point of his retirement run. You got to end it on, a positive note in terms of him being a babyface. This is the easiest way to get there. I mean, if he gets screwed over by The Rock, instant sympathy, and you have and Cody instant heel heat for doing it, I think it makes all the sense in the world. I hope that it happens because I think that would be this whole thing. You had the huge moment with Cena turning heel, and then it hasn't been all that we hoped it would be coming out of it. You need something big to make it all matter and to make it all meaningful. I think Rock helping Cody turn heel on Cena is it, and it could be, it was ultimately, Rock can say, like, I don't know, Cena wasn't meeting his expectations, wasn't doing what he thought he would do, so I'm going to give the ball to Cody. And Cody, he goes along with it because he lost the title. He sees what it's like to not be champion. I'm going to sell my fucking soul to get back to the top. I think it's a story that makes a lot of sense.
Wow.
Yeah, I like that better than mine.
You both laid out delicious entrees to choose from.
Oh.
But for fantasy, I need Cody to win, so I'm going with Mike's.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Like I said, I do think this is the perfect place for The Rock. Yeah, I think The Rock gets involved here. It's SummerSlam. I think that it's honestly the only thing I could see happening here that would throw a wrench in the works is Brock Lesnar. And I know it sounds weird, like what would you do with it? I think Brock Lesnar coming and wrecking shop here would be a super fun way to continue this. And now
Brock Lesnar going to interfere in every match.
No, just this one. Just this one. You said it earlier.
I really don't know if we ever see Brock again in WWE, and that really upsets me.
All because he just wanted some piss. It's wild.
It's fucking crazy.
Use WhatsApp, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something. Protect yourself, dude. I don't know what to say to you. Okay, so what do you think? You think it's going to be a good show or nah?
Yes, I think it's going to
You
be.
don't think this is going to be a good show? This fucking card is insane.
I swear to God, when just the right side of the column where it says stipulations, everyone's got a stipulation and a championship.
I don't understand how they don't split them up.
I don't know.
Different nights.
I don't know.
There's a reason you have two different nights.
It's fucking crazy.
Backloading that
I've
shit.
never seen it like this before in my life.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's really crazy. All right, let's go on to the most important part of the upcoming schedule, which is a month away. And that's AEW's New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'm going to use this platform and my time to talk about the G1 Climax. So, of course, my guy on the scene,
Climax?
Jimmy from Lorraine Bar in Philadelphia. Go check it out. Beautiful bar and a beautiful area. Promise you, it's much different than it used to be. It's been really fun. I've been trying to catch as many matches as I can each day, about 3 or 4 at a time. No tag team matches, BJ. Once you give up on those multi-person tag team matches each day, it is so freeing. Yeah. You're just like, cool, I got 3 matches to watch today. I got 4, whatever, you know.
Absolutely.
So the
How's
matches
my boy,
have been
Toriano doing?
Honestly winning more than he should, as he always does. But again, Sonata, that's the one to check out. He seems to really be, coming onto his own as Hot Sonata, baby.
Hot Sonata.
Hot, Sonata, hot. Like, if we could fucking roll that
That's
shit.
what they do?
No, that's me. I'm hot for Sonata, dude. Like, as a marketing pro, I see dollar signs when it comes to Hot Sonata.
Oh.
But Hiroshi Tanahashi wrestling somebody? When was that announced?
I don't know. You're the AEW guy.
I didn't fucking put this here. I didn't even hear that. I thought he retired.
Look at this stack card for Forbidden Door.
Hold on a minute. I thought he retired. He did,
I think this is his final match for, like, this territory.
Okay, so he says, okay. So
I don't think he retired yet.
He's the Rolling Stones. Got it.
I think he's, like, player coach.
And the tag team match of the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin against, we don't know yet.
You think it's just Tanahashi versus Okada?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yes, I do. Unless they go to Omega, but they're
both baby faces.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's a legend.
I think Tanahashi versus Okada makes more sense.
Wait a second.
Put the title online, let him beat him one last time.
I asked you how my boy Toriano is doing.
Yeah.
Your response, Mike, do you recall what his response was?
Yeah, he's winning when he should.
Pretty good, winning more than they should be. And I was thinking to myself, is he even in the G1?
He's not.
Okay.
I don't even know. I haven't watched. I didn't see any of his matches. But
He hasn't watched any of it. Is what he was about.
That's
to
not
say,
true.
That's
I literally started watching it.
PG, why does he do
Monday.
this?
On Monday. I've got
Unbelievable.
3 matches in, dude. You know what I mean? Hot Sonata, dude. I got you.
This is why you can't
Fucking
be trusted.
Don the Trump Wood over here.
Fucking
Just
Dave
lying
Meltzer.
through his
There's
fucking
sad kids.
embarrassing.
There's sad kids in New Japan. I see them. They're starving in New Japan.
You're an asshole.
And the World Tag Team Tournament Championship Tournament Eliminator Tournament thing. There's a lot.
That's a lot of
names
words.
here. I'm not reading all this, but it looks good. But I'm not reading it. Can you like surmise it for me? Can you put it through ChatGPT and make this less?
No.
Like a 30-team tournament, and the winner faces the Hurt Syndicate.
It's not fucking. What are you talking about? It's 6 teams, dude. It's 8 teams.
You couldn't even get it right.
I
Look the fuck up.
I'm just looking because like it's so hard to read because it's so poorly done on Wikipedia. Oh, Bro Dito though, that's a good fucking tag team. That's a good fucking tag team. So
I mean, I assume it's gonna be FTR, but I don't know.
yeah, it's gonna be FTR unless Bang Bang Gang and Juice Robinson getting that push because of Tony Storm. Never count it out. Love us.
Young Bucks.
FTR. And I think FTR wins, and then I think Edge and Christian take it from him.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes more sense. Okay, I go back.
Yeah, because unlike
forgot about
WWE, AEW tells long-term stories. And Stephanie McCurry
Let's go
against
Telling the
Somebody.
long-term story of what already happened in WWE.
Cool.
Gotcha.
Clash in Paris, it's going to be...
Let's use the WWE tag team to put our guys over.
First off, they are
Mm-hmm.
Stampede Wrestling legends.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And we said that's going to be Naomi, correct?
Excuse me?
Naomi versus Stephanie McCurry?
Yes.
There you go. Great stuff. Patreon poll stuff. Go ahead.
For those that don't know,
Unbelievable.
put polls on
I'm sorry, everybody.
Patreon.com/Ring
This is
Rust
why
Radio.
Patreon money's so far down, idiot.
Yeah, they care about it. But we also do polls and brackets and drafts, and we did the best SummerSlam performers of all time, the best SummerSlam matches of all time. So, do you guys want to take a guess on who came in first for each one?
SummerSlam performers, I'll say me.
BG for both, per the extra vote.
That is correct, but that was correct for the matches. Performers, Donnie won.
Let's go!
He got the extra vote that time.
No.
I don't go on there. It's a death trap over there.
That's why the money's down.
Yeah, because
We
I'm
have
not
to be
more
honest.
involved.
Like, I don't know what happens, but under no circumstances should Donnie ever get a vote for these because he puts random dumb shit into his lists.
Speaking of, Nathan Tomlanovich says, Donnie, you know I
you,
try my
man.
best to support you, but not when you take a Strowman match when there are hundreds of better ones. I've literally fallen asleep watching a Strowman match. And Corey Linke says, no pity vote for M-Chai this month. He earned it with a great catalog of matches.
Let's go.
What a loser. Dude
And then
sounds like a
Momo-
fucking loser.
Momo had the only comment for our best SummerSlam performers list. He just says, yum yum sauce.
Yum yum sauce, dude. Don't understand the reference, nor do I care.
I don't know. Could be
Unbelievable.
offensive, no clue. But patreon.com/ringrust, where you could donate and become the executive producer of our podcast. Get a shout out every single month.
Can I tell you something? A term that's going around the internet right now that I've seen a few times.
Which one on the internet?
Bro fell off. Well, I'm on the internet all day for my work, but it's bro
That's
fell
not
off.
new. Bro fell
No,
off.
it's new to me.
Well,
Bro fell off is
that
new to me.
How is that
defines
new to
radio.
you?
Okay, and can I say something to you? Bro fell off is what I think when I think of Ring Rust Radio. That's the first thing I thought of. It was like, bro fell off. It's like,
You can't fall off if you're never on top.
yeah. Well, we fell off our telephone book. So, we weren't up very high, but we still fell off. Patreon shout-outs. George Cruz still supports us. These are the diehard motherfuckers. And let me tell you something. I know we make jokes, you know what I mean? We self-deprecate here. It's fine, right? We are good people. We give you great content every single fucking week. We do it all the time. And we do it for free. We're like Wikipedia. But we do ask for some money sometimes. And these people right here, they've given us enough money to keep this dumb shit going for this long. If you like this, $1. That's all it takes. Fucking get in there and get involved. Let us yell at you. Yell at us. Do that, please. George Cruz, a good friend, long-time friend, long friend.
Well,
Yeah. Andrew
a
Skeens,
friend.
we know not long. Per him fucking defending
we
Seth
don't know
Rollins.
that.
No, we do. Because
Maybe he's being like modest about what he's got going on, and that's like it manifests itself in him hyping up like things that
he's
are
smaller
a little
than
less
he's
than
smaller than Rollins, and he thinks he's average. And if Rollins isn't average, and he's not average, it's a fucking proxy thing. You know that. George
I don't know.
Sparrows, but he wields it well. I see him in those khakis bulging out. George Sparrows. He's, by the way, Andrew Skeens does golf, so if your swing blows, go check him out. Andrew Skeens over there.
Hell yeah, Skeens
Whatever.
golf, baby.
There you go. Thank you. I was praying to God. I had no idea. George Sparrows, who outkicked his coverage. Very nice man.
Nice. Good for him.
Yep. Jim Del Chapo, who I heard
He hates us now.
bought another den.
Yeah, why doesn't he like us
A
anymore?
third den?
A third den. For his yacht.
Third den is
For
his
his yacht. No
His
idea.
yacht is the den?
No, there's a den on the yacht. Alex Pandolfi.
That's crazy.
Another longtime friend who doesn't come on very
Hell
much.
yeah.
Colin
Yeah, why isn't
Yerger.
anyone come on the show?
D-Davs me. What's that?
Dante.
What is his
That's
name?
Dante.
D-Davs
Dante.
me. Oh, it's
D-Davs me.
D-Davs me.
There you go.
Donnie sucks. That's a mean
Hell
one.
yeah, agreed.
That's a mean
Hell
one.
yeah.
I got
Good one, Reggie.
paid me to say. Was it Reggie who does that?
Yeah.
Wow, that's Reggie? That piece of shit who rooted for Hogan's death? Fucking asshole, man. I'll tell you what. Kevin Creel. Momo.
The real deal.
Look at the real Creel now. Momo.
There we go.
Vic and
That's
Kay
right.
I had a sip of
Dombalagian.
water. It took me a second.
Hell yeah. There's a whole bunch of delays. Vic and Kay Dombalagian, very long in the front. I wonder if he even knows he's supporting us any longer.
I think he does.
I hope so.
I haven't seen him on
think-
Twitter in a long time. He
Good.
used to have
Good.
a lot
I
of
think
tweets out there.
I love Vicken. Honestly, I remember the first time I met him, he walked up with a little envelope with cash in
Did
it,
he give
and
you-
he just said thank you. And I
Oh, they give you
walked
video
away.
games.
Well, no, he did. I don't think he did. No, other people gave
Oh.
him video games.
Gotcha.
And
There
Vince
was
Demore.
cash too. I
Who's
think that
our
was supposed to
lawyer.
be distributed amongst us.
Never was.
Gray area,
Yeah.
moral gray area.
Nothing
Raven
moral
took
It's
about it, pal.
complicated. It's complicated.
It's complicated. I will definitely have a complicated legacy. Like, you know what I mean?
complicated.
I disagree.
Yeah.
BJ.
Yo. Sign up patreon.com/ringrustradio. Please, we're begging you. Support us. You can get early access to retros like The Naked Gun. Yeah, we did that in advance of the new movie that Cody Rhodes is in.
I got a free pair of promotional Naked Gun sunglasses at the NASCAR race over the weekend.
That's fun.
You went to
Did you wear
NASCAR
them?
this weekend?
I did, yeah.
So you went to Indy?
Indy. Yeah, Indy.
His first time?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Holy
You didn't tell
shit,
us.
dude.
I told you I was out of town.
You
You didn't
us
tell
where
me
you were.
anything. I didn't care one bit. But I'm glad that you
Good.
went. Will you go with your dad and your uncle?
It's very fun.
Big bus trip, 50 people.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome,
Best thing
man.
you ate.
Best thing I ate?
Yep.
Pussy.
Besides that.
Let's go.
I don't know. We did like a tailgate, so we did
Indie
like hot dogs and
Indie
burgers
food
and stuff.
kind of sucks, dude. Barbecue.
Yeah, like we literally. Okay, you'll like this. so we get back from the race to the hotel area. It's late on a Sunday. Got to go somewhere that's open. Buffalo Wild Wings,
There
brother.
you go.
Buffalo Wild
Did they
Wings.
have Lucha?
Should have called Andrew Skeeter. He was
They
going to
did
be
not.
like, I have about 1 billion fucking points you could have.
I
if you
should
like
have
to
had
record
some
them.
points. Good point.
Fucking 50 deep, and you would pay for everybody's food. We still got
I actually
2,000
got to tell
points.
Skeeter. I got to tell him I was at B-Dubs.
Yeah, I don't go there
I've
as
never had
much
these.
now because I've thinned down. Now I'm a friendlies kind of guy.
Oh, this is
It's
good.
not horrible, but if it's not like great high
It's not like
quality
Domino's.
wings.
The
you
Buffalo
know?
people going to Buffalo Wild Wings has got to be like sacrilegious. That's like
It
me going
is,
to
in a way,
that's like
yeah.
me going to a fucking outside of this area and be like, this says Philly cheesesteaks right here.
Our options were very limited.
Yeah. Stick with pussy. All right, guys, let's move on.
Whoa, hold on.
Oh, we got more.
we didn't really do the plug.
I don't know. I'm fucking
You
lost.
fucking asshole. Patreon.com.
No, but it's very
Ring
cool
Rust
you went to
Radio.
NASCAR. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an awesome
Patreon.com.
track.
Bad winner.
I disagree. And I know why you think that way, and a lot of people thought that way. My dad was wearing a Bubba Wallace shirt and hat and fucking celebrating to get people mad.
Holy
And I
shit.
joined in.
I'll tell you what. I'm surprised. Well, it's Indianapolis. They're very kind. You do that shit in Talladega, you will not walk out in one piece.
Oh, well.
Yeah. What happened to Dad? Oh, yeah. Some Southern man punched him in the mouth for saying Bubba Wallace won. Did he win? He sure did. He was just stating a fact. Good.
Patreon.com/RingRustRadio. Not only can you donate for retros and match commentaries, but you can sign to get early access. We've done a current era fantasy draft supercard. We had the best championship design ever bracket. You can hear that all right now. But you can also sign up for next week's bracket, taking place Tuesday, August 5th, 6 p.m. Eastern. That's next week. We're going to determine the best sports video game of all time. Next
NFL
month,
I'm excited
2K5.
for that.
hell yeah. Next month, we're doing the best Pokemon of all time.
Oh my
Ooh.
God, dude! What a
Hey.
GG.
bullshit
GG.
that is.
I'm putting this in your mind right now.
151, right?
Well, no, I don't think it has to be.
Okay. So put something else in my mind.
Well,
Put something in his butt too.
Steve
He's-
Mongo McMichael McLaughlin, he hit me on the side and he begged for Tyranitar to be on the bracket.
Oh, okay.
You can't
Good
say
to
that
know.
word anymore, dude. You can't call someone a tyrannotard. That's so messed up. That is so messed up, dude. Went to school with
But there's one more thing. This month, August 27th, it's the annual Fantasy Football Draft.
yeah.
That is right. The Fantasy Football Draft League is coming back. The draft is taking place Wednesday.
Win
August 27th.
actual money.
Hell yeah. August 27th, 9 p.m. Eastern. It's a Wednesday. We are going to record. Oh, I think I put in the Patreon post on Skype. R.I.P. Skype. We'll record
All right.
on Discord.
Yeah, we'll do Discord.
And
People are going to be waiting on Skype.
yeah. And we will put the exclusive audio on patreon.com/RingRustRadio.
And we know
for all
ahead of
listeners.
time it will be exclusive because of previous editions. I tend to get fucked up and pick Eagles, and then it's, it gets wild.
Tend to or just do?
It's a really good. I tell you what, it's a really good time. Never had a bad fantasy football draft party in my life. They're always fun, even when they're bad. They're fun.
It's the best part of fantasy football.
Oh yeah, it's honestly, and as you get older, it's one of those things like you're just looking for a reason for the boys to get together, or girls, whatever I would say, but just like people to get together, friends to get together, and that's such a good reason. It's such a good time. So yeah, please come out. It's a really good time. And you win actual money if you win. That's the winner.
If you win.
We're winner take all here.
If you win.
If you win,
Mm-hmm.
you won't.
Because
so.
we've won.
Have we? I don't think. Listen, I remember being pissed every time we got to pay it out.
I've
so I
won.
don't think
Mike's
so.
won.
All right, well,
We've won.
You're the only one because you fucking blow. You hold the team down.
nuh-uh.
Let's move on. Get the fuck out of here, actually. You hold this team down. Get the
Well,
fuck out.
actually,
Don't come back.
you also got to get the fuck out of here, Paul Heyman.
So I want to start by asking about WWE 2K25. It's officially coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. So now even more WWE fans and gamers can enjoy it. They can do it on the go. What do you think it says about this game and maybe WWE as a whole right now that WWE 2K25 is still at the forefront of the discussion in the gaming world months after its release at this point?
I think that there's two reasons for that. Number one, as you know, it's the highest rated game in franchise history, and rightfully so. And that ties into the second point, which is I hosted the game. And besides being on the cover with Roman Reigns and elevating Roman Reigns' star power on the cover of the game, just the fact that I hosted the entire game, which has never been done before, which led to the greatest reviews in franchise history, if not in all video game history. I think it says a lot about Paul Heyman's contributions to this game as to the longevity of the game and why months after its release, it's still a headline-grabbing video game, especially now that it's moving on to Nintendo Switch.
I cannot disagree with that. One of the biggest draws...
Why would you disagree?
I never would.
What kind of person would disagree? I'm a wise man. I'm an oracle. I'm an advocate. I'm a special counsel. Why would anyone ever disagree with me?
I certainly wouldn't. You're an idol of mine, so I 100% agree. One of the biggest draws of WWE 2K25, as you mentioned, the showcase mode focused on the bloodline. Obviously, you've parted ways with Roman Reigns since the game was released, but what does it mean to you to have played a pivotal role in some of the successes of the Anoa'i family and to have that immortalized in WWE 2K25?
I would suggest that this video game accurately captures the relationship between the tribal chief Roman Reigns and his wise man Paul Heyman when the relationship was at its height. Even though Roman Reigns had lost the Undisputed Championship by the time we did this video game, the presentation of Roman Reigns and his wise man was still running very, very strong. What I love about the game now is that you're not stuck with Paul Heyman being at the side of Roman Reigns. You can put Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. You can put Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns. You can put Braun Breaker versus Roman Reigns. You can even have Paul Heyman come and smash Roman Reigns, which I think would be a fitting end to the relationship as well. So that's what I really like about the game the most. Just me personally, is that you're not stuck in a certain time capsule and an encapsulation of the moment that was released. Update as smashing Roman Reigns and anyone that chooses to be around him.
The Bloodline Showcase mode allows gamers to relive some of the most legendary moments in the history of the Bloodline and the Anoa'i family. I was wondering, is there a favorite moment that stands out to you with regard to the Anoa'i family, whether you were involved or not?
Roman Reigns stacking Edge and Daniel Bryan in the main event of WrestleMania, which was the most declaratively definitive finish in the history of a main event of WrestleMania. It was the first show that WWE put on in front of a live crowd after the pandemic. So there were so many emotions going into that show. It almost got rained out, which, just would have been a catastrophe. And yet the rain subsided, the clouds cleared, the heavens opened up for the main event, which was Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan. And no one thought that they would see such a shocking ending to WrestleMania as the villainous tribal chief stacks his two top-rated former world champion opponents on top of each other. And moment, I think in my heart I knew wow, what a fitting conclusion to this WrestleMania, and what a moment coming out of the pandemic to stamp Roman Reigns as the THEE, capitals and bold, the star in this industry for this generation.
You shocked the wrestling world at WrestleMania 41 when you chose to align yourself with Seth Rollins rather than Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Given the enormous success you had alongside Roman and Punk in the past, what factors do you think made it the right decision for you to try something new and to begin working with Seth?
Well, it's not just working with Seth, it's also working with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at a trajectory for the future of this entire industry, it's Seth Rollins' time. And Seth Rollins, as a lawyer would say, Seth Rollins made the case. CM Punk declares himself to be my best friend and put me in a situation that guaranteed would sabotage my relationship with my tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And then there's my tribal chief, Roman Reigns, whose side I stood by through thick and thin, who wouldn't accept the fact that I was going to simply enable my best friend in the world to live out his childhood dream of main eventing WrestleMania. So I think Roman Reigns and CM Punk both put themselves in position to be abandoned by their wise man. And Seth Rollins made the case of being the most appreciative superstar in WWE history. And along with that, it enabled me to recruit Braun Breaker, whose name I mentioned during my Hall of Fame speech a year earlier as a next big star, if not, to quote my time with Brock Lesnar, the next big thing in this entire industry. And then you have the addition of Bronson Reed, who was an underutilized and underappreciated monster on the roster. And you put us all together, and I dare say it eclipses the bloodline.
Well, Seth Rollins injured his knee at Saturday night's main event. There's a great deal of uncertainty regarding his potential timeline to return right now. For as long as he's out, how big of an adverse effect do you think that has on the WWE product? And how do you and WWE as a whole go about compensating for that?
I don't think there's anything to compensate for. I would actually suggest that this adds a level of intrigue to WWE, because there is nothing, at least to me, as exciting as anticipation. Mm-hmm. And the anticipation now is the clock is ticking and the race is on, because Seth Rollins has until next June to cash in the Money in the Bank contract. That's a long time to go. I am absolutely 100% confident, to the point where I can say it's not just a prediction, it's a spoiler. I would even go as far, now that I'm an oracle, to say it's not just a prediction or a spoiler, it's a prophecy that Seth Rollins will be back by next June, no matter what. If his leg fell off, he'd be back by next June, and to cash in the Money in the Bank contract. So I'm not worried about it. I'm just enjoying the anticipation of when he can come back, and when he does, how it will completely change the dynamic of WWE. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, LFG, it doesn't matter. Evolve even. The entire industry will change when Seth Rollins comes back. And even if it's on deadline next June, it will still be a complete shift of focus of the entire industry, because that's what Seth Rollins' trajectory is.
This past Monday night on Raw, there was a very clear focus on Braun Breaker and his role as a future world champion, a future WrestleMania main eventer. I think everyone recognizes his potential to be an all-time great, but for you, what characteristics do you feel set him apart from maybe some of the legends that you've worked with over the years?
It's not that it sets Braun Breaker apart from them. It's that Braun Breaker can elevate himself to that rarefied air. I worked with Mark Calloway before he was The Undertaker, and always knew he was going to be a top star with great longevity. I worked with Steve Austin before he was Stone Cold. I worked with Brock Lesnar when he was the next big thing, and then the next big thing had arrived and conquered The Undertaker's undefeated streak and was a multi-time champion and a UFC heavyweight champion. Worked with CM Punk in the midst of his 434 days as WWE champion. The 5 years that Roman Reigns and I worked together on camera, let alone all the time that we worked with each other behind the scenes. These are very rare athletes. These are very rare performers. And the thousands of other performers in the industry can't breathe that rarefied air that these gentlemen get a chance to enjoy, because they are that uniquely and talented. Braun Breaker is in that group. Now it's up to Braun Breaker to separate himself from that group, to take the industry even higher, to accomplish more than they have, to draw more revenue, drive the stock higher, bring more viewers over to Netflix, sell more video games and other related merchandise and licenses. And if Braun Breaker can do that, and I have every reason to believe that he can and that he will, you're looking at the man that's going to main event multi-WrestleManias past WrestleMania 50. He is exactly where Roman Reigns was when the Shield debuted. He is looked at by the audience as the muscle of the group, when the fact of the matter is Braun Breaker is the biggest star in this industry. The industry just hasn't figured that out yet.
I'll ask you one more question here. Roman Reigns made his long-awaited return to WWE on Monday night's episode of Raw. Had a confrontation with Braun Breaker. Kind of feels like an inevitability that we're going to get a match or a rivalry with those two at some point, whether it's SummerSlam, further down the line. As a wrestling historian, is there anything you can compare that potential rivalry to? And can you articulate how big you think it might be for WWE and the wrestling business as a whole when it does happen?
I think Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker will set box office records around the world. I think Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed will set box office records around the world. I think Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, when Seth Rollins comes back from his leg injury, will set box office records around the world. It just, who's going to be up first? Can Roman Reigns survive that match? If he does, and then it's, if Braun Breaker is first, will Roman Reigns survive that to actually have a match with Bronson Reed? I think that I'd rather look back on it than look forward to it, because looking forward to it, I already see it, because that's what an oracle does. I think if you look back on this in the future, you will see that Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker is a historic match, because Braun Breaker teaches Roman Reigns how to deliver a proper spear.
Okay. There you have it. Mr. Heyman, thank you so much for taking the time. I appreciate it, and I wish you all the best moving forward.
Pleasure was all mine. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Strangeness in the latest report. You gotta call Dirt Sheet Buster. Egregious lies anonymously sourced. You gotta call Dirt Sheet Buster. Scoop, 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 scoop. No lies, no retraction. Scoop, 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 scoop. Per a source that's interesting to know.
For favorite segment of the week. It's Dirt Sheet Busters. That's right. It's a segment where Donald Wood goes and cries in the corner. Probably goes into his fucking garage. Probably falls down the stairs. And me and BG, we hang out and we talk about dirt sheets and why they suck. Just like somebody else we know.
Yeah, Donnie blows. I fucking hate him. Wish he'd never come back.
I agree. If people knew behind the scenes what we had to deal with. It's a lot like what we deal with face to face with dirt sheets every single week. It's constant lies and deception, but we see right through the bullshit, and that's what this segment is all about. And always has been.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna start with one from Fightful Select. WWE didn't plan to pay tribute to Hulk Hogan on SmackDown until after he died. Do you think that's true?
I definitely think that's true, Mike.
Okay. They weren't making pre-death plans to do a tribute?
They weren't pulling melts?
No, okay. Hulk Hogan's passing caused major changes to the July 25th edition of Friday Night SmackDown, with the show beginning with a tribute to the WWE Hall of Famer, including a 10-bell salute with the SmackDown roster on the stage, along with the likes of Jimmy Hart, Ted DiBiase, Jim Duggan, Brian Blair, Sergeant Slaughter, and Gerald Briscoe. Fightful Select noted that the majority of SmackDown was shifted following Hulk Hogan's passing, and a lot of content was produced to air during SmackDown. Travel was also arranged to bring in talents for the event, but not everyone they wanted to be at SmackDown was able to make it. Yeah, I totally believe that the original SmackDown didn't account for Hulk Hogan dying and having a 10-bell salute and video packages throughout the night and flying in people who were close to Hulk Hogan. I definitely believe that to be true. Now, the issue here is, do you feel like you need to report that?
Well, you gotta prove some worth to yourself, I guess.
That proves worth to himself?
Yeah. He's running the money.
If I had to resort to that, I would say to myself, maybe I don't got enough here to be charging people money for this bullshit. That's what I would say. I would self-reflect, but I'm different, I guess.
Did they make people pay for that?
Probably.
Wow, that's terrible. That's really a free post if I've ever heard one.
So this is from bodyslam.net. WWE is happy about having a wrestler who is good. What do you think about that? Think that's true?
I think that's true.
Yeah, me too. According to Body Slam, WWE officials have been, and I quote, very impressed with Trick Williams' work in NXT and TNA wrestling. WWE have long been high on the 31-year-old to the point that influential people within the company believed he had the potential to be a future WrestleMania main eventer as of early 2024. Very impressed with the guy who has like some of the most charisma in the company. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Very impressed with the guy who they trusted to go win another company's major title and be on multiple TV shows a week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very impressed.
Carmella for the championship for WrestleMania weekend.
And you know, I thought that they thought he fucking sucked. But
So you thought?
That's crazy. You know what? If they did think he fucking sucked, then that would be an interesting report to me, because they're giving him all this stuff, but they think he fucking sucks. So I would care about your report. But you're telling me that the guy who has won the NXT Championship and the TNA Championship and is always featured very heavily on these shows, they like him? I don't need you to tell me that. I can figure that one out.
He's been the face of NXT for like over a year.
Years.
Yeah.
At this point. Almost.
Like, even though all the time he's champion, like, Trick is the face of NXT.
Right, he's the featured guy, of course. Yep. And so that tells me they like him. Next one's for Wrestling Observer.
But now you know they like. That's the difference. Like, you thought, but now you know.
I don't think I thought it. I think I knew it. This next one's from Wrestling Observer Newsletter. Gets worse. Here are 3 stars who WWE views as stars.
Okay.
According to Dave Meltzer, the Wrestling Observer. According to Dave Meltzer, the Wrestling Observer Newsletter, WWE's plan is to focus in and around the likes of Rhea Ripley, Jacob Fatu, and Braun Breaker as the next faces of WWE.
Wow, that's crazy.
Eventually taking those spots at the top of the card for good.
Wait, Rhea Ripley's taking the spot at the top of the card?
I guess.
She hasn't been at the top of the card for like 3 years?
I would say Rhea Ripley is not the next face of WWE. She's already one of them.
Right.
I mean, she's certainly in the conversation, the most popular fucking women's wrestler of all time. with the pops that she gets every single time she comes out, and but she's the next. Not yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then Braun Breaker, I think we knew that from, I don't know, the day he
Night
fucking
one.
debuted in NXT.
They
We all said it.
coordinated him that night, or they're supposed to.
They did coordinate him with a loss.
Yeah.
And then Jacob Fatu, I think as soon as he got huge reactions when he debuted, I think we all immediately said, this guy's going to be huge.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't need to be told these things.
That was a melt special right there.
It's unbelievable. This is really, a lot of this week's is telling us stuff that we don't need to be told. Because we can figure it out. This next was for Bodyslam.net. Speaking of, here's a future WrestleMania main event. Per our eyes, hearts, and minds. All of them. Working in synchronicity. According to Bodyslam, WWE internally considers a clash between Braun Breaker and Roman Reigns to be a potential future WrestleMania main event. There's no timeline on which WrestleMania could host Roman Reigns with Braun Breaker, but the match is on WWE's radar. You see, if you could have told me which WrestleMania, then it would have been a worthwhile report. But they couldn't even give us that.
Oh my god, dude.
Couldn't even give us that. Braun Breaker versus Roman Reigns. So Roman Reigns, the biggest fucking star in the company and one of the biggest stars of all time. Braun Breaker, the dude is clearly being built up to be the top star in the very near future, who fucking took out Roman Reigns a few months ago, who is directly feuding with him, who's having a
They
tag
had
team
beef
match
throughout the entire year.
Yes,
on
at
the Royal Rumble.
SummerSlam, and they both do fucking spears to each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be WrestleMania main event one day. Thanks for letting me know.
Mike, I have an important question.
Yep.
Do you know if this was quote-unquote reported before or after Meltzer's report that they view him as a future star?
I'm not sure on that one.
But I feel like this is piggybacking off Meltz, where they're going to be like, oh, Meltz is saying that? I'm going to go dig a little deeper.
I might be able to kind of check that.
It's all right. I just think it's fucking hilarious that they're back-to-back of...
Okay, so July 19th was the Rhea and Jacob and Braun one.
Yep.
July 25th.
There you go. Took them almost a week, dude. Took them.
Melt said Braun Breaker's a star. Let's make this one up. Smart.
I think when people saw Braun Breaker, they thought he could be a future main eventer with Roman Reigns.
I probably one of the first thoughts that popped into my head when I saw him.
Right.
Like, come on. Are you ready for the honorary Dirt Sheet Buster of the week?
Always. I love it.
It is Netflix.
Oh.
I think you know a little bit about this, BG, but for refresh your memory, and for people who don't know, Meltz, 2 months ago on Wrestling Observer Radio, says this, okay? Netflix is probably better suited for a giant event once a month than a weekly TV show of pro wrestling. That's just reality. The platform
That's reality?
That's reality. Don't
How is
question
that reality?
it. It's reality.
Oh, excuse me.
The platform isn't built for appointment-based viewing. It's built for binge watching or casual drop-in. That's not how wrestling fans operate, or at least not how they've been trained for 30 years.
What is he talking about?
They thought Raw would be a major play to bring in a consistent weekly audience, but it's not working like that. If WWE stays cold and the show doesn't gain traction...
What the hell?
Netflix has a clause to exit after 5 years. This whole thing could go very differently than WWE imagined. Wow. That is very damning.
5 years.
The numbers must be absolutely abysmal. WWE and Netflix sponsorship must be failing. The sky is falling. And within the next 5 years, that's it. That's all. That's according to Meltz, okay?
Can I just say real quick, before you get to like the punchline of all this?
Sure.
I would probably venture to guess that WWE would be thrilled to get out of a deal in 5 years because they could probably make more money on the next deal considering how non-cold they are.
That's a great point. So, so let's look at it like, let's say in baseball. Let's say Juan Soto, the deal he signed with the Mets. Let's say he had a player option after 5 years. Right?
Oh, he's opting out.
Let's say he had a player option. He's already got one of the biggest contracts of all time.
Yeah.
Let's say he's puts up huge numbers in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
He's still going to be in his prime by that point. Yeah. He has a player option to opt out. Yeah. I think he probably would like to opt out because he could get an even bigger deal, you know, because salaries are just going to keep increasing, and if he continues at his current pace, he could get that type of money. Same thing with WWE. If WWE continues to put up great, Melt's, according to him, are terrible numbers, but in reality, because that's where we live, great numbers, then yeah, I'm sure they would love to have the opportunity to negotiate, because then, they could always go back to Netflix, or they could just go to the highest bidder.
Yeah.
Kind of how business works.
Absolutely.
But Melt says all that.
I interrupted your punchline. Now we can go ahead.
Okay. Melt says all that. Last week, an article on Variety.
Oh, I did see that.
Variety.
Yep.
Netflix Vice President of Sports, Gabe Spitzer, told Variety, "It's everything we could have hoped for and more."
Oh, and more.
And more. You don't think it's all that it could be when it's all that it should be and more. We knew going in that we're not going to change WWE. It was more, how can we add to it in small ways? And that's what we've seen so far. WWE's distribution has been pretty fragmented up to this point, and the hope was, let's combine the power of what you guys do with the power of what we do with our global distribution and get our marketing teams together and try to lift this. Okay, so you know what? Let's just take it with a grain of salt, okay? He works for Netflix. He's not going to come out and say, "Oh, the partnership just fucking blows. It's a failure." No, they wouldn't do that. Maybe there's some facts or figures that we could go off of to make an informed decision, okay?
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Before January 6th, 2025.
Yep.
Did you have Netflix?
I did.
Okay.
But I'm sure a lot of wrestling fans may not have.
Mm-hmm.
And got it specifically to watch Raw.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Raw has ranked in Netflix's top 10 globally since the show premiered on January 6th, and the series has averaged between 3 million and 4 million views for much of the past several months. Okay. Not going to pretend to know what the internal numbers are for every show or, the metrics and stuff like that, but I would venture to guess there's probably not many things on Netflix that have been top 10 globally for 7 months consecutively.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think maybe Netflix is kind of happy with that?
I think they're happy.
I would be pretty happy with that. Between 3 million and 4 million views every episode for a weekly episode?
It's fucking great.
It sounds pretty good. I mean,
just a
considering
fucking moron. You have a platform that people have to subscribe to every single month in order to watch this one show because it's weekly. Anyone would want that. Like, there is never a week where it's off. It's every week you have to watch it.
And that's a higher amount of views than Raw was getting on USA Network for the past few years, for sure. So, I mean, seems to me like all parties involved would be very happy with that. And it seems to me like Melt's talking out of his ass again.
Yeah, it's also an important thing for Netflix just in, like, how to handle and promote live, because Melt's
it's new to them.
Fucking moron. Right, like they did, I mean, the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight was a meme, essentially, because it didn't work for a lot of people. So many people were tuning in, which obviously was like 30 times the amount of people that are watching Raw. I get it. But that also was a necessary step to then get to WWE, which is a weekly live show. Like, doing live and doing just, putting something up on your server is totally different. So it's necessary. And then they just had, I believe it was the Katie Taylor fight that was on Netflix.
Yep.
And I watched that. I didn't have a single issue. No buffering like what happened with the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. And so that's all important when you're building your platform, as they're getting into now live sports.
100%. And like,
same
at
with,
the start, I think the first thing they ever
Christmas.
did live was, it's a show Heather watched. I think it's called Love is Blind, and they did like a live finale.
Reunion, yeah.
It was a disaster.
Oh yeah,
it was an absolute disaster. It started way late, and there were technical difficulties. They started to get into the NFL a little bit, and they've been having a couple games. And like, yeah, this is, live streaming, that's how they get to the next level. They were already huge, but this is how they get to the next level. And WWE is a huge part of that. And WWE, Raw, on Netflix, by any metric that we just gave you, has been a success. So it's disgusting that Melt portrays himself as an unbiased journalist, or just a journalist at all at this point. He has a vendetta. He has, he has a bias, a clear and obvious bias, and he'll argue against it till he's blue in the face, but anybody who looks at it can realize that. He'll say that AEW is getting 500K streams with no evidence whatsoever, and then out of the other side of his mouth, he'll say WWE Raw on Netflix has been a failure with 3 to 4 million views per episode, top 10 globally for 7 months.
Yeah, Meltz would say that AEW's ratings on TNT and TBS are great, but WWE's ratings on USA Network are awful. It's like, what are you talking about?
And the ratings on TNT and TBS are like 500 whatever K for Dynamite and 300K for Collision or less.
Yeah. Meltz is a fucking moron.
I really he's a moron, but he's also calculated in the sense that he's trying to appeal to his fucking audience.
Yeah, so. Except that when he says, "Oh, I'm unbiased. I don't care who does well," and this, shut the fuck up.
Oh, right. He's a fucking liar. It's pathetic. You ready for the coup de grace?
Welcome to our TED Talk.
This coup de grace happens to involve Meltz. No surprise. It's from Wrestling Observer Radio and Fightful Select. Charlotte and Alexa were originally supposed to face each other at SummerSlam. Seek! No, they won't.
Yeah, I have a lot to say about this.
According to a report by Fightful Select, despite circulating rumors, there were never any plans in place for Charlotte Flair to face off against Alexa Bliss at the SummerSlam Premium Live event. This comes after Dave Meltzer claimed on Wrestling Observer Radio that the original plan for SummerSlam was for Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss to face each other in a match. However, since their tag team had been working well together, WWE chose not to rush the split. Meltzer claimed the situation was similar to the storyline between Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, which was originally meant to be a short term, but ended up lasting nearly a year. While it was unclear how long Charlotte and Alexa's partnership would last, the initial idea had been for a brief alliance followed by a quick feud.
Well, according to anyone with eyes and knowing of anything with wrestling ever, I have a lot to say about this, Mike.
Okay.
As recently as hours before Raw last night, when they say it's going to be Bronson Reed against Jey Uso.
Yes.
Meltz is out here saying this was supposed to be a SummerSlam match.
Right, absolutely.
Same with Braun Breaker and Roman Reigns. This was supposed to be a SummerSlam match.
Sure wasn't.
And why are we getting a tag team match, which was clearly the fucking plan as soon as Roman returned? So
let's be real. Look at what happened when Roman returned. Okay? Right. CM Punk's getting his ass beat. Jey makes the save. Roman makes the save. Roman helps up Jey Uso.
Yep.
And going into that, we said, okay, maybe Roman versus Braun. Then we see that happen, and being reasonable people, we say, okay, they're clearly going Roman and Jey in a tag team against Braun and Bronson.
Right.
And clearly that was always the plan.
Clearly. Clearly the fucking plan. Like, give me a break. So stop saying all this original, this was supposed to be this and that. Shut the fuck up. You were wrong. That's not what the plan is, or was. Clearly the plan is tag team match.
Just look at this storyline. Alexa and Charlotte, for weeks, they were doing little backstage segments, building up, kind of discussing the history between them and how Charlotte was one of the few people that were welcoming to Alexa in NXT. And, Charlotte lost her way, and Alexa's trying to help her find her way, and, maybe if they team up, they can get there. Charlotte's resistant. They ultimately decide, okay, let's see where this goes. They have the tag team title match at Evolution. Charlotte saves Alexa from getting speared. So Charlotte, they have this "We're Not Friends" shirt. It's, a nice little, it's a cute little thing. And you could see people maybe wanting a shirt like that. And then she pulls her away from the spear and shows that Charlotte actually maybe does have some feelings of friendship towards Alexa. This has been building for a tag team run. Will eventually they fucking break up and have a feud? Probably, because it's pro wrestling. But it would have no impact if you did that now, because they haven't really done that much in terms of on-screen stuff before this.
Right.
Maybe they were friends behind the scenes and a history behind the scenes. That wasn't something that you were seeing on the screen, though. And now they're giving it to you on the screen. And it's going to mean something when they ultimately face each other. But they're both hugely over individually. So, of course, they're going to be hugely over as a team. Makes all the sense in the world for this to be a tag team thing. For them to win the titles, whether it's at SummerSlam or after, and for them to move forward and have their thing before way down the road breaking up and having a feud.
Mm.
Like, this was never going to be a one-on-one match. And we said that as soon as we saw that report from Meltz.
Absolutely. He fucking sucks.
He fucking blows. Pathetic. All right, BG. Yeah, I'm just mad at this point, but how do you think we did? Ooh, it was never a singles match. All right, BG. It's that time, brother.
Mm-hmm.
We are in the final week before SummerSlam, the 2-night extravaganza for the first time ever. That means it's the final week of WWE Fantasy Season 40. This is a big one. The 40th year we've been doing this.
I'm fucking nervous. I already know I'm going to lose.
BG, you've been on top a lot of this season.
I know.
You've been
I'm
rolling. I don't know what happened. I don't know what got into you.
I'm going to lose. That's the problem. I already know it.
Here's the final fantasy standings update before the final update after SummerSlam next week. Okay. In 9th place with negative 25, George Cruz. We reap what we sow.
Fucking deserve it.
In 8th with negative 20, Angel Meza.
Yikes.
I don't think he deserves it. He deserves to be higher.
Yeah, a little bit.
In 7th with negative 12.5, George Sparrows. He doesn't care.
Did he even draft his team? Was he even here?
I don't know. If he was miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Hated it. Hated it. In 6th with 20, Donald Wood.
Good. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Fucking him.
He should be in last. Hopefully he is by the end of
he
this.
deserves to be. Well, him and George should be tied for last.
I agree. That'd be perfect. Poetic, even.
Mm-hmm.
In 5th with 47.5.
Skeeter.
In 4th with 55. Big Money Mike.
Wow.
We're gonna come back to that though, okay?
I mean, you could win a lot of fucking points though.
We're gonna come back to that.
You might win the whole thing.
In 3rd with 70, Chris Jeter. This guy's a contender every time.
I know. Dude, I'm so nervous.
In 2nd with 85, Reggie Gill, also a contender, always. And in 1st with 102.5,
dude,
Brandon Galvin. That lead, I feel like
I'm so mad because I really debated dropping Braun Breaker after Evolution. Mm-hmm. And now I already know, dude, Mike, at the end of Raw was a roller coaster of emotions because Reigns comes out, they have a one up on Braun Breaker and Braun Strowman. I'm like, whoa, hold on, maybe there's a chance for SummerSlam. Nope, we got shoes being stolen. People getting speared left and right, being put through tables. I'm like, can we save some of this for SummerSlam? No, it's all on Raw, and we all know what that means. That means Braun Breaker and Braun Strowman are gonna lose. My only hope is that they're like, you know what, we had to kind of keep this storyline going. Let's give them a win, a huge win over the Bloodline. It would be massive, and putting these guys over. But I don't know. Roman Reigns is back in his first match since WrestleMania. Guy hasn't won all year. Give me a fucking break, man.
Let's say Braun Breaker loses,
right?
okay?
That's 10 points, right?
That's minus 10. Who else do you got?
So here's my thing, Mike. I feel like they might have JC Mateo just fucking lose to Jacob Fatu on Friday for no fucking reason. So there, that's another minus 10. Okay? Trick probably won't even wrestle tonight.
Right, okay.
So that's nothing. That was a waste. I have Gunther, who should win. But he probably won't.
That's tough, man.
I know. My only hope is that this is a new storyline with him and Punk. Let's, build it up. Maybe in Australia or something. They give CM Punk the win. So that's my only hope is Gunther retains the champion. He only won it in June. So he's still new. All right. Then it all comes down at the end of the night. The fucking main event, Mike. Cody Rhodes against John Cena. And for a while, I thought Cody was going to win. I am now extremely nervous about Cody winning.
I think Cody's winning. So I think you got that one. To me. I think Gunther, that's very tenuous. I don't know.
If Gunther loses, that's minus 15.
Yep.
And if Cody wins, that's
20.
plus 20.
Yeah.
So I'm still up on that.
Yeah.
Braun Breaker will give me minus only 10 though, right? 10 points
Minus
for a
10.
tag team match on
Tag team,
SummerSlam.
yeah.
That's not that bad, but I'm like that. I feel like I'm down in the water.
So here's what I'm looking at. You look at this, it looks like Reggie's on your heels,
Yep.
Chris Cheater's on your heels.
I think Mike, you
Maybe
have 5 points. I feel like you can win this whole thing.
Well, because here's what I'm looking at.
Yep.
Got Jade Cargill. Plus
I
20.
think,
maybe.
I think so.
I got Naomi. Plus 15.
She's got to win. She's
Probably.
definitely winning. Right. She's definitely winning. Give me a break.
Right.
She just won.
I've got Jacob Fatu. That one I don't know.
I think
plus
yeah,
20
that
potentially.
One, yeah.
Dominic
I can see that being
Mysterio.
plus 20. I think Dom wins.
Plus 15 potentially.
Right. That's a
And
lot
then
of
I got
fucking
Aleister
points.
Black on SmackDown against Damian Priest. That's his first big match. I would hope I get plus 10 there.
Yeah.
I can make up, what was that? 30, 40, 70, 80? If they all win, I could get 80 points.
Right, you win.
But one loss or 2 losses and it fucks the whole thing up. So I could go all over the map here.
Right.
It will be very.
Well, you could easily come back from out of nowhere, RKO, boom, W.
It could happen. It's going to be very interesting. So everybody buckle up, all right?
Then we got Reggie. See, Reggie's in second.
Yeah.
Right. So here's the thing. I need Hank and Tank not to wrestle tonight.
Right.
I need EO not to. We don't think
she'll lose.
Right. She's losing because it's either gonna be Rhea or Naomi. I can't see Rhea doing it. I think you got the 15 right there.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think Charlotte wins. I don't think her and Alexa win. Do you?
Yeah. I think that's possible, but
I think it's possible. I don't think they
Right.
win.
I don't think so either.
And then Stephanie's not wrestling.
Right.
So I think at the very least, Reggie can't win.
Right.
I think it's coming down to me and you.
May the best man win, or may the least unlucky man win.
This is fucking insane. I might have to retire if I fucking lose this. All because of fucking Braun Breaker, bro. I'm so mad. I really thought about dropping him.
Hey, we all make mistakes.
I didn't know who I was gonna pick up.
Yeah. I was glad I got Naomi because I was like, all right, that's a definite 15.
Right. Like I couldn't get her.
SummerSlam. Yeah.
I couldn't get Nikki Bella.
Yep.
Wild shit, man.
We'll see.
Get the email.
All right, guys, stay tuned. SummerSlam ends at season 40. But for now, we're going to close out this show with emails. Guys, ringrustradio@gmail.com. Send us your emails and we will read them on the show. Especially if you go to patreon.com/ringrustradio, contribute to the email tier higher. We have to read at least one of your emails every single month.
Oh, yeah.
We're starting with one from Chris Candido Vitorino. Subject, sports, drinking, games. What's up, Rusters? I know Donnie doesn't need another reason to drink, but what are some drinking games you guys play when you watch or go to sporting events? Drinking after every 2 count in wrestling sounds like a good way to get alcohol poisoning, especially if you go to fucking AEW.
AEW, yeah. It's one Will Ospreay match, you're fucking done.
Yep. My friends and I drink after every icing when we're watching hockey. Sometimes it's a lot, and sometimes it barely happens at all. Sometimes it's a real lot. Sometimes it's like a few possessions in a row.
Yeah. Playoff hockey?
Yeah. I live in Vegas, so I'm a Golden Knights fan. Mike,
Nice.
I know you hate Jack Eichel, but you should hate the Sabres organization. Okay, I'll stop you right there. I hate Jack Eichel and the Sabres organization.
There you go. That's the way.
Because Jack
that's a
Eichel
real
acted like a
fan.
bitch, and the Sabres organization sucks. So, there we go.
There you go.
They really seem like they aren't trying that hard to get the guys to help them to win. Well, their general manager sucks. They're not trying hard enough to fire him, because that's what they should do. It's also hard to get guys to get you to win, because nobody wants to sign with your team, or good players have no trade clauses and don't want to get traded to your team.
No.
Anyway, still like your Sabres over anything in Philly. Same.
Of course.
Thanks for all you guys do, evergreen content and all.
Congrats.
You got anything?
Mike, my friend group and I, when we would drink and hang out, we watch Red Zone all fucking day. Greatest invention of all time, except for the air conditioner, and the internet. We never played games like that, where it was like, if this happens during a game, drink. We were just like, yo, you're gonna fucking drink during while you're watching the game. Like, what are you talking about? We would play beer pong, flip cup, we play card. Like, we play like games like that. But as far as like every time there's a 2 count, no. If you're just watching something, you're just having your drink.
Right. I really don't have any kind of like drinking game. The extent of my drinking game is if the Bills are facing the Chiefs in the playoffs, I'm going to drink a whole lot because I know some dumbass shit's going to happen. I'm going to be depressed. But yeah, like you, like, okay, when we go, like, not really anymore, but in the past, go to tailgate for a Bills game, we play like beer pong or something. But I don't think I've ever done something where it's like watching a game and, you know, you have to drink if this happens. Just keep on drinking. That's what I do. Keep on.
That's the way to do it. Keep on drinking.
Yep, absolutely. Good email though.
Yeah, that was fun. Sorry, we're just not like that. Next email comes from Dan, the man, Marsh. Subject is Goldberg and Seth. Hi. When Goldberg was in WCW, he was called the man by Larry. It's your last name.
Oh, Larry Zbyszko, I think is who he's referring to.
Yeah, why did he do that?
Maybe he didn't know how to spell Zbyszko. That is a tough name to spell.
It's all right. It's not that bad. He was why I got interested in pro wrestling, so he will always have my support. I'm assuming he's talking about Goldberg and not Larry Zbyszko.
I guess so. Well, you know, I'll stop right there because Dan Marsh, the man Marsh, that's his new nickname, by the way, because of this. You know what? I was never a Goldberg fan, even as a kid.
Yeah.
Watching the show.
Same.
I rooted for the NWO to beat him. Every time. Every time. I rooted for Hogan to beat him in the fucking Georgia Dome, okay? I was not a Goldberg fan. But I could see why, like, especially as a kid watching it at that time, thought he was awesome. You know?
Same with Ultimate Warrior.
He was bigger than Stone Cold for a long time.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I can see why people view that, so I like Dan, I'm not going to clown him for being a Goldberg fan.
Well, WWE screwing things up and cutting his goodbye speech was so fucking wrong. They did make up for a bit by putting it on YouTube. Only had to. Well, I'm sorry to see Seth hurt. It makes things interesting for Braun and the Wise Man. Braun and Roman headline night 1 at WrestleMania? Now that would be something.
Good thing the dirt sheets told us that's the plan one day.
One day. As always, thanks for a great podcast. Let's support it in a very small financial way. Ring Rust! Ring Rust! Thanks as always, Dan Marsh. Oh, he's close to Donnie. I feel bad for you, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you for your support. Anyone supports us, patreon.com/ringrustradio. We greatly appreciate it. Anything you do to help the show out, very much appreciated. You can also go to YouTube, and you can email ringrustradio@gmail.com. If you donate to our $5 email tier, you get to email us, and we have to read it every single month.
So, can I go here real quick?
Sure, I have nothing to say here.
Okay, let's say it. So, Goldberg, you know, I get it. It's his retirement match. His speech gets cut off. He's mad, whatever. I get that Goldberg fans will be mad or whatever. You know that scene in Ricky Bobby, Talladega Nights, where they're at the dinner table and his kids are talking shit to their grandfather. He's like, you're gonna let them talk like that to me? He's like, I love the way they're talking to you, because they're winners. That's how I feel about treating Goldberg this way. I love the way they treated Goldberg. Because he's a loser. All right? I loved it. I enjoyed it. He thought he could come on this show and be like, tell us that we are allowed to talk about wrestling and then get mad when we do talk about wrestling. It comes back around.
He didn't get mad at us. He got mad at you.
Shut the fuck up. You're not here. Everything comes back around in life.
Yeah.
Karma. As far as Seth goes, you know, I do agree. That's one of the things we talked about. It's like one of those blessings in disguise, potentially, because when he does come back, you have the extra added element of surprise for a cash-in, and this does allow Braun to be featured more heavily, and you can focus more on that Braun and Roman feud, which could very easily lead to this coming WrestleMania match between them. So I think that could be a bright spot to come from all that.
I agree.
All right. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. As always, we appreciate you and all your support. Sorry that you had to hear some idiot say a couple lines there. We were trying to end this on a high note, but guys, thank you so much. We'll see you here next week, and hopefully Donnie's not here.